What's happening, family? Glad to be here. This is another episode of the Open Field Podcast. I'm here with my guys, Hefe, Mo. We got the final boss, aka Lonnie. My guy, Riddell, Mr. Politician. White Mike, aka Mike Baldino, and of course, my man B. Today's a good episode. Tell us what we got, Riddell.
Yeah, a couple of things that we want to talk about, of course, but to kind of start it up, to warm everybody up, we are going to start off by talking about a quarterback that a lot of people question whether or not he was going to get the starting job in Bo Nix. Now, what I want us to do here is kind of a would you rather type thing, shout out pick aside, and how this is going to work is I'm going to compare Bo Nix, your expectation for the upcoming season of Bo Nix and him playing on the Broncos compared to other Bronco quarterbacks in the last 10, 15 years. All right. Will Bo Nix be better than these Bronco quarterbacks is the question. All right. First one. Will Bo Nix be better than Brock Osweiler?
I believe so, yeah.
I'll say this.
Most definitely. Brock Osweiler was ass.
No, I felt like because the hype around him, especially around the draft, that he was like 6'6", and that he could see over the field. He has a big arm and stuff like that. But at the same time, he was very stationary and he wasn't very mobile. And the one thing that really surprised me in the preseason so far with Bo Nix is his accuracy while moving around in the pocket and while moving outside the pocket. So I think just like that alone, he'll be better.
Yeah.
But I feel like he always had that, right, Lonnie?
Oh, Bo?
I feel like it's...
Yeah, Bo had that in Oregon. That's what ain't no Oregon quarterbacks can't move. That's one thing for sure.
Well, yeah, last year, watching all of the games, I think Bo's best talent was on the run plays and just evading the pocket.
You got to be able to move in Oregon.
I just didn't know if it was going to translate to the NFL because, there's so different type of athletes.
And that was the question, Lonnie, though, is would he translate? And that was my biggest worry with him was all of the stuff that he was doing in college off script and on the run, short passes. Is that stuff going to work in the NFL? In the preseason, it's working. So I have to kind of recount my statements on the last episode I made where I was pretty low on his situation. I think he could still make it work. And when it comes to Brock Osweiler, he had one season where he threw for 4,000 yards and high 20s touchdowns, but he had a lot of picks that year, right? So, will Bo Nix be better than that? I don't know if he'll put up the same passing yards and same touchdowns as Brock did in that season, but I think he'll be more consistent overall. I think he has more tools.
I also have Sean Payton behind him, so
yeah, absolutely.
Next name up, Bo Nix or Trevor Siemian when he played in the Broncos.
Oh, Bo Nix.
That's easy. Bo Nix easy.
Bo Nix. Yeah, Trevor Siemian is the epitome of just what are we even doing? If he's your starting quarterback, it's kind of just what are we even doing moment. So
now his first 3 games, Trevor Siemian looked like he was putting it together, but after that he just fell off a cliff. He was terrible
always
after that.
Does that? Siemian is he's not absolutely horrible where it's he can't play well. He can string together a few games, but consistently.
He's a very serviceable backup. That's what.
He's a backup at best. Yeah.
All right. Now it gets a little bit more interesting. Bo Nix, and this is the Broncos version of this quarterback. Bo Nix or Teddy Bridgewater.
Oh.
I like Teddy B, bro. I really do. I think Teddy B is low key underrated as hell, bro. I like Teddy B. I can't pick Bo Nix. Not yet. Not yet.
I think a coached up version of Bo Nix is enough of a conversation, but we haven't seen that yet, so I can't say.
Yeah, you're projecting. What do you project for Bo Nix? Do you project him to be worse than Teddy Bridgewater or better than him?
Look, I'll say this much. I think if he puts up a season that Teddy Bridgewater did in Denver, I think that would be, close to the best case scenario for him this year still.
Absolutely.
So he only played 1 year.
So I'd be very, he put up 3,000, 18 touchdowns, 7 picks. If Bo Nix can put up 3,000, 20 and under 10 picks, everybody would like that. You know what I mean?
That's balling. That's balling.
You know what I mean? Especially on that team that is straight up balling. So yeah, I feel like that would be probably best case scenario. I'm not gonna say that he's gonna be better than that though yet.
Yeah. Under on that one.
He did that in 14 games too. I think Bo.
being a confidant in Sean Payton, but I think Sean Payton sees something, and I think Bo Nix is capable of doing some of the things. Not as far as leg wise, no, obviously.
I mean, it's better than people think, dude.
Remember, Teddy
That's
hurt
the
his
one
legs
thing
in
I was
wrestling.
surprised
Weren't
about.
the
And
same.
not just
Bruh, Bo Nix had a nice ass rushing touchdown in preseason.
Bo Nix's
Hey.
quickness is underrated, man. For like me seeing him in college, like I will give him that. And I think if he has any relatively sort of quickness in the NFL, that's going to help him because he needs that. If he can't make off-script throws, I'm not talking about like deep balls, but just in general, it's going to be trouble for that team. So I mean, yeah, that's an underrated part of his game, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Next, of course, we had to bring it up. Bo Nix or Russell Wilson?
Bo Nix. Bo Nix.
I'd have to say Russell, even though he was abysmal 2 seasons ago and last year it was he progressed a little bit.
Last year was a ton of luck, though.
But Russell still made some good deep throws, especially to Courtland Sutton. They were a special connection. He has Courtland Sutton this year. I don't expect him to be as good as Russell was last year, but it's possible. But at this time, I still choose Russell over him.
I think I would. I mean, I would choose him. Like, if we're talking athleticism at this point, I'm honestly going to take Bo Nix right now because Russell's old. Like last year, he was old, just not as fast. But the one thing I'll say that Russell probably has is the deep ball, and that's going to also be the most important factor. It's like how accurate is he on deep throws down the field.
You talking about Wilson?
Yeah,
No,
Russell.
yeah.
I think one of the things that we didn't mention that I'm starting to notice more is that Russell Wilson holds the ball for a long time too, and now you got two people who hold the ball for a long time over there, and they show like the seconds between like Bo Nix and Justin Fields, and then like certain quarterbacks in the NFL, and Russell and Justin are both over 3 seconds. And if you know anything about quarterback, that's a long time.
Bro, 3.8.
That's too long. That's too long.
I mean, that's one of the reasons why Sean Payton didn't like Russell Wilson. He didn't get the ball out quick enough.
Yeah. So they're gonna have to. He's gonna really have to scheme some things up for him because he doesn't have as many weapons as Russell did last year. They lost a few guys, and they have Courtland Sutton. He's gonna have to improvise a lot, and they're gonna have to scheme some things up for him. Maybe quick
RPOs.
reads, RPOs, stuff like that. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be you can be skating uphill for this whole season. It's gonna be tough for him because they didn't put him in the best situation possible.
But Big Ben wasn't the guy who got the ball. I mean, he had a good balls, but he didn't get the ball out fast neither. So it shouldn't be that big of a problem, honestly. I think.
But Big Ben was way like the difference between like Big Ben and Russell is literally, and this is gonna sound kind of cliche, but it's literally the height. Like Big Ben is so tall, he can afford to spend more time in the pocket, literally, because like his track to throw the ball, his motion is so much more cleaner in there. Russell, on the other hand, he's 5'10". Like when you're sitting in the pocket and it's collapsing on you and you're that short, it's such a different conversation.
But Russell was an all-pro with his style of play. His ability to
back in the day,
what made Russell all-pro.
Ben was a better improviser.
Who's better overall, do you think? Ben Roethlisberger or Russell Wilson?
I
don't think
Ben was a better. Ben was one of the best
off.
improvisers like we've seen. Like
I know
his ability to sit in the pocket. Well, not sit in the pocket, but run around like he's on the playground for 10 seconds, and then some guy finally runs and gets open. Like that style of play.
That's how mid Big Ben really was.
Wait. Let's have a conversation.
You're not listening to what I'm. You're not listening.
He was hard to put down. He was really a mid quarterback.
You're not listening to what I'm saying. Nobody's saying he was elite. Nobody's saying he's like one of the best quarterbacks of all time.
He's not a
what
mid
I'm saying is he was. That was his game. His game was improvising. His game was sitting in the pocket for 10 years.
Hold on now. Big Ben is definitely one of them, though, guys. Big Ben is definitely one of them.
He's not.
He's not top five.
Wait. We need to have a conversation.
What
makes Russell Wilson so much better than Ben Roethlisberger? Early. What? And B, you can answer that too. But what makes Russell Wilson so much better than Ben Roethlisberger?
Before you answer,
better.
Hold on, early. Hold on.
Big Ben.
Early. Hold on. Let Brandon finish what he got to say because he didn't finish, and then you can go.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. So like I was saying, like Ben Roethlisberger, he made a living off that improvising, running around the pocket for it seemed like 10 seconds almost, You know what I'm saying? Before somebody got
Find
open.
Heath Miller open. Oh,
Yeah,
Hines
Heath
Ward.
Miller or Hines Ward, Mike Wallace, guys of that sort. He make a living off that. Can Bo Nix do that on the same level that Ben Roethlisberger did? I don't think so. And he does not have those weapons that Ben Roethlisberger had coming into the league. He doesn't have a defense to back him up.
Offensive line. I mean,
offensive
at
line.
the beginning, it was.
He also don't got the frame Big Ben had either.
That's what I'm saying.
Bo Nix is a big guy, but
of
course he's not Ben Roethlisberger.
The frame is a big part of the conversation that Early is missing right
now.
I understand Russell Wilson was very fast.
Comparing Bo Nix to Big Ben because
Bo
Nix gets the ball off fast. What are you talking about?
Bo
Nix he's going to use Bo Nix the same way he did Drew Brees. If you watch the preseason, it's quick reads, get it out, get it out. Bo Nix is very accurate.
That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be one read on the side of the field.
Right.
Spread offense, quick read, get it out.
Right.
Yeah, of course.
That's what he did. So we're not comparing Big Ben. I'm talking about what Big Ben did versus what Russell Wilson did was they both were great improvisers. But I think Big Ben was purely off his size alone. He was hard to put down. He was a unit. He was a unit.
No.
He was a unit, but wasn't purely off
his size. He had a cannon. Listen, he did have a cannon. I'm not going to get it wrong. I got a cannon. But
he could make plays. He could make plays in the pocket.
Big Ben, dog. As far like Big Ben was like a poor man's Josh Allen, if we're being honest.
Yeah, I mean he was. I don't like. I kind of see that he was slower.
I kind of see what you're saying, but
to a point. But Josh Allen, that's not his game to improvise like that.
But can we be? Josh Allen game is to improvise?
No, not how Big Ben did.
Not like how Big Ben was doing it.
Roethlisberger,
but honesty,
Josh Allen is to scramble first. He's not going to sit there and wait and throw the ball. Nobody does that like Ben Big did.
But do we want that out of your quarterback? And let's be real.
If it works, I want it.
If it works, it works.
Big Ben was high on turnovers, fumbles expected. He always thought he could break a tackle. And no, let's be real, dog.
Josh Allen has the most fumbles since the most turnovers since 2018.
Huh?
So he also turned the ball.
Josh Allen has the most turnovers.
Period, by far.
But what I'm saying, y'all, is this: what doesn't save Josh Allen is that he hasn't had a defense that stays healthy. If Josh Allen
had comparable defense.
How many times does that defense get Big Ben out of trouble, though?
You said what?
How many times does that defense get Big Ben out of trouble?
We're acting like
because Big Ben definitely used to throw picks and turn and had a lot of fumbles too, bro.
Josh Allen out. That's what you're trying to tell me.
Wait, that's revisionist history. What you're saying is revisionist history, Early. Literally, I don't understand what you're talking about. When Ben Roethlisberger won those Super Bowls, what was he doing? He was making all the plays. He was the reason why they were winning.
I hate to do this, Mike.
Against the Cardinals. I'm not talking about the ones before. I'm talking about against the Cardinals. Against the Cardinals.
I watched the game.
He was the reason why they won that game early. He was the reason why they won that game.
No.
He made the plays to win that game.
I will give you this. He did have the game-winning drive. Sonny Holmes that helped them win the game. But if we're being honest, if the Cardinal, who was the coach at that time?
Ken Wisenhunt.
If Ken Wisenhunt, dumbass, doesn't try to force feed Anquan Bolden in traffic with Kurt Warner and get a pick six from James Harrison, they win that game, dog.
How you putting that on?
Oh my God! Oh my God!
It's the same thing as Pete Carroll. They're literally inside the 20, and you literally would.
We're talking about Kurt Warner.
Get your points.
We're putting it on the coach and not Kurt Warner who threw the ball.
Before the half, you would try to force it in. And literally, the throw that Kurt Warner
put it on the Hall of Fame quarterback early.
Let me finish the statement. Kurt Warner made the throw. Yeah, so it's Kurt Warner's fault for making that throw in traffic, especially when that whole time you fed off of Larry Fitzgerald. So I don't know why you didn't go that way. You would literally feed out Larry Fitzgerald with literally jump balls in the end zone, but you decided to do a slant route to Anquan Bolden in traffic for a pick six. That changed the game.
But look,
he's not the only one running routes, bro.
This is why it doesn't make sense what you're saying.
He's not the only one that ran that route.
I'm looking at the box score, and I understand that stats aren't everything. But Big Ben in that game, 21 for 30, 260, one touchdown and a pick. And Pittsburgh Willie Parker had 19 carries for 53 yards in the game.
That was all second half, Mike.
He had no running game.
Big Ben was trash first half. Guys who actually
It doesn't
watch the game,
matter.
do you
They
not
won
remember
the
Big Ben was good-
game,
wasn't
early,
good
and
in the first half?
because he made the plays to win the game. Are we talking about Patrick Mahomes getting carried in the last Super Bowl by his defense? I mean, some people are, but I wouldn't say that he made the plays that won the game.
No, he absolutely wasn't carried. No.
So what are we talking about right now, early?
If you want, if you're
Brock
the guy
Purdy
that
won
has
that
the
game,
game
running back that has
that won
52
the
yards off
MVP,
for 19 carries and you win, that's on the quarter. Like that's the quarterback.
260,
carry.
21 for 30.
Yeah.
No,
That's horrible averages.
That's like 68%.
You guys are naming. You hear what y'all doing, bro? And let me just simplify this. You are saying to me that Big Ben helped win the Super Bowl. Yes, he did. You're right. Big Ben helped win the Super Bowl for the Cardinals game. Yes, most definitely he did. But what I'm saying to you is Big Ben getting 2 Super Bowls, Big Ben getting deep in the playoffs had a lot to do with how his defense played throughout the season.
So what's the excuse for Russell not to get 2 Super Bowls early?
It's the same excuse, though. What are you talking about? It's the same
No,
excuse.
no.
You just said Russell's way
That's
better.
the point.
And they had the same exact help.
But
What are
You
you
can
talking
definitely argue
about?
Big Ben has had better offenses
one-
than Russell Wilson.
Yeah, you can say that. No.
They're-
I understand that.
Exact. The hell?
No,
One more time?
I
One more
understand
time, Lonnie? One more time?
No. But wait.
One more time, Lonnie?
That Big
One more
Ben has
time?
better offenses.
No,
All
but
right,
my
bro, y'all
point
just be
here.
talking, man, sometimes.
Yeah, because Mike Wallace went crazy, bro. I don't know if y'all remember that. Mike Wallace went crazy.
The
What
Seahawks
are we
offense
talking
was
about?
pretty
Hold
solid.
Wallace.
Hold on, hold
Can you
on.
name the receivers? How about this? Can we name the receivers?
What I'm saying?
Both
Can
Super
I-
Bowls he went to. No, Mike, let me give you 1 second.
Oh
Both
my
Super
God.
Bowls that the Seattle Seahawks went to, name the receiver core.
Doug Baldwin.
You had Jermaine
Ricardo
Kearse, Doug Baldwin, and
Ricardo
Percy
Lockett.
Harvin. Those are 3 solid receivers. Or you're acting
Yeah.
like those guys were trash. Get the
I'm
hell
sorry,
out
Golden
of here,
Tate was the
early.
dog.
So
This is
Jermaine
bullshit.
Kearse, Doug Baldwin.
They don't got nothing to do with Pittsburgh game,
Jermaine
bro.
Kearse was balling
Come on,
that
bro,
game. What are we
stop it,
talking
bro.
about?
Jermaine Kearse
Jermaine
Just
Kearse was
name,
balling
like,
that
Mike,
game.
be for
Jermaine
real.
Kearse
Don't
was
just
a
name
top
a nigga.
15
But when we're
receiver,
comparing
early.
Mike
What are you
Wallace,
talking
You
about?
asked us-
Antonio Holmes, Antonio Brown, Juju
Hines
Smith-Schuster,
Ward.
like, when we're naming
Okay,
these
yeah,
guys,
Hines Ward, yeah, definitely
Let
Hines
me
Ward.
make my point.
Hines Ward was him.
Let me make my
Because you
point.
can't
why
just say
this
it's the
should-
defensive. He's had all these pieces too.
Yeah, and let
No,
me.
but
And
what
let
I'm
me
saying to
wait,
you is
wait.
that the mistakes that Russell Wilson didn't make as many mistakes as Big Ben.
That's
what I'm saying.
BS, early.
Okay.
That's not true.
Oh my
That's
God!
not true.
All right, bro.
No. Let me.
Mike, you
explain why
tripping,
that's
bro.
not
You
true.
tripping,
Exactly,
bro.
bro.
You
Let me
tripping.
Explain why that's
You're
not
tripping.
true.
Hold on.
You're tripping.
No, I want to get my point across because
Go
I've been waiting, and Early can walk off and not listen. I don't care because he's gonna disregard anything I say anyway to make his dumb narratives.
Just
But
go,
either
Mike.
way,
Go.
my point is that if you look, there's no excuse why Russell Wilson hasn't won 2 Super Bowls. There's
No
no
excuse.
excuse if
None.
you're giving Big Ben flack because he had defense, he had weapons, all this stuff, and he won 2. Why hasn't Russell Wilson won 2 when he had a comparable defense? Literally, probably even better defense. You had 3 guys at the top of the position, even 4 maybe. So what's his
Mike, you're not
argument?
going to sit here and tell me Russell Wilson wasn't the definition of low turnovers, bro. That's what he was known for. He didn't turn the ball over.
So he did. So he had years with he didn't have years with over 12 picks. Then he just every year was like eight picks. It doesn't matter. A turnovers is fine in the regular season. What did you do in the
Do y'all
Super
hear
Bowl?
this, man? If
What?
I have a quarterback who's
Well,
giving
let's
you
go through his stats right
35
now.
plus TDs and 8 picks and damn near maybe 1 fumble the whole season versus a quarterback who's giving you 6 fumbles, 12, 13 picks, who turns the ball over more?
But who got it done?
Not to
Early?
Their O-line was not that good, bro.
Hold up. Not to mention that also I have less weapons.
They still had a great run game. But
Yeah,
you had
but
it-
then-
Wait,
you had a
So did
great
Pitt, bro. So does bro. The Steelers had Jerome Bettis, bro.
Oh, you're getting-
You
you
want to
guys are
tell
getting
me
cooked, man.
that
You
when
guys
they
are
won the first Super Bowl in Detroit,
You guys are
Jerome Bettis' hometown, they didn't lead the bus didn't lead them to the championship? They didn't ride Jerome Bettis?
No, I'm not saying that they didn't ride
So
Jerome
then what you
Bettis
in the
early.
right game, Mike? The Pittsburgh
Because
always got
because
fast
he-
Willie Parker.
Hold on.
The argument is
Hold on.
similar. That's
The
what I'm
Le'Veon
saying.
Bell.
Early.
They always had a good run
Same
game.
stuff. You could argue Russell Wilson.
Le'Veon Bell came when they were strictly just offense. Their defense was terrible.
So
You-
what
you-
I'm saying they still had a run game, Brandon. No matter, they had a run game.
but
Yeah, they
who-
had offense, but their defense was gone by then. That's why they were losing.
They never had a bad run game, though. That's what I'm saying. That's the whole point. They never had a bad run game. His weapons,
Okay.
even when their defense was tight, he had weapons around him. We had this argument about I will give you because I think Phillip Rivers definitely had weapons too, but we talked this argument about how Eli didn't have weapons. Big Ben had a tailored situation. He had an organization who had literally 3 or 4 coaches in 50, 60 years. That's consistency. You have great ownership. You had a team that was catered around you defensively that led you to the Super Bowl the first year. You loved Jerome Bettis the first year. Your receiver got the fucking MVP the first year. Then you had a defensive core for years who was top 5 in defense for years.
Yeah, what do you?
Nobody said he's top 10. Nobody said he's top 5.
Who were top 10 to 5?
Early. So what about Russell Wilson's defense? What about Russell Wilson's defense? His entire
run.
What
I'm saying to you is this, Mike. If we can break it down all we want to.
I understand.
We can say Russell had a great defense. We can say Big Ben had a great defense, right? Let's break it down. Great defense, right? So we cancel it out, right?
That's my point. Had great defense.
Mike, let me finish. Both had great defense, right? Now let's go for running games. Both had great running games and O-linemen, right? Now let's go for weapons around him. One had better weapons, but still gave you more turnovers and more picks and more fumbles. The other one, literally at 5'11", 6 foot, was one of the most accurate quarterbacks in the league for a 5 to 6 year stint.
Bro,
like, what are we talking about?
No. Because
there's no way y'all think that Russell Wilson is a worse quarterback than
argument, early.
What's the takeaway difference? Like, how many did Big Ben have in that time, and how many did Russ have in that time? Like, what's the numbers?
I'll look it up.
Dude, like I was looking at Ben's stats.
Do any of us here? Let's just simplify it real quick before I look at these stats. Do any of us here think that Russell Wilson was a worse quarterback than Big Ben?
No, but I don't think that Russell Wilson clears Big Ben. You're acting like Russell Wilson is way better than
I gotta clear him.
There's no.
How you answer that question and then fucking answer for us? We can't even fucking say nothing.
I think they were in the same tier.
I agree. They're on the same tier. Like, I think they're on the same tier.
I wouldn't be mad if somebody said
both of them are not like it doesn't matter who's better, but like they're not just like one's astronomically better than the other. I think they're on the same tier.
Like Russell Wilson's not a top 10 QB ever.
I would say for me, they're in the same tier. If gun to my head, I'd say Big Ben is better than Russell Wilson. But I mean, there's not a gap between the two.
There's not a huge gap. There's no big difference between the two.
Ben Early's acting like Ben never had a 4,030 touchdown season with under 10 picks. So it's like, I don't understand. He had years where he had 12, 13, 14, but every season he's putting up 4,000 yards and close to 30 touchdowns. Total touchdowns, you're getting 30 a season. So
Mike,
what's the difference?
2006, he threw for 3,500 yards, 18 touchdowns, and 23 picks.
Well, what about the other season?
Damn!
Are you going to cherry pick one season?
So Big Ben.
Damn!
Look at 2012 to 2019.
What about 2014?
Big Ben threw 14 or more picks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times his career he threw for 14 picks or more. 3 times his career he threw for 16 picks or more.
Dude, to me,
I just want to hear Mike's rebuttal to that. I just like to hear Mike's rebuttal to that.
3 times his entire career he threw over 30 touchdowns.
Okay, so what about the stretch? What about the stretch?
If you threw over 30 touchdowns and you threw 14 picks, I'm not mad at that. I feel like you had a good year.
Also a good point, but let me respond. So from 2010 to 2015. Right,
I'm adding you like 21 TDs and 16 picks.
Early. No, early.
You have to have more touchdowns for me to have that.
No. I want to respond because Hefe asked me to respond.
Go ahead.
He had 4,000, 21 touchdowns, 14 picks, 3,200, 26 touchdowns, 8 picks, 4,300 yards, 28 touchdowns, 14 picks, 5,000 yards, 9 picks and 32 touchdowns, and then 4,000 yards, 21 touchdowns, 16 picks. So yeah, a couple years, kind of high picks. You're still getting 4,000.
But bro, you gotta think that's practically 1 touchdown, 1 interception, bro. Like,
but you're winning in those years. You're
meanwhile, Russell Wilson, 31-5.
But you'd still be considered as a turnover machine, bro. You still be considered as a turnover machine, dog.
14 picks is bad when you're throwing for 45.
When you throw 21 times and 14 picks, yeah, Mike, that's bad, bro. That's only come on, bro.
I'm talking about 30 touchdowns and 14 picks. I'm not talking about the 26-14. I'm talking about if you throw 30 touchdowns, 30 plus, and you have 14 picks, that's all of a sudden bad.
It's a good season.
Bro, that's half and half. Like one more pick, and it's literally half and half, bro.
I'm done with this.
I mean, come on, be real. Like, come on, bro. I'm not the only one who do math.
Okay, so what? Wait,
You're just
watch
cherry
this.
picking
Mike,
stats.
okay, watch this. In their careers, Russell Wilson has 32 fumbles. Big Ben has 115 fumbles in his
Who
career.
won more in the
That's two
playoffs?
picks.
Who
That's
won more in the
picks.
playoffs?
Sweet baby
What's the
Jesus.
playoffs?
Sweet baby.
Who won more overall and had
Dude,
more years?
they're in the
Now look what you're doing.
same.
Now look
Who
what
won
you're
more
more
doing.
years
overall
Big
and
Ben
had more
played.
years?
They're in the
Right?
same tier,
Who won
bro.
more in
They
the
are.
playoffs? Come on,
It is what it is.
This is stupid. Like because the same stuff that you guys are cherry picking, I can cherry pick other stuff and say that he's better. So the real argument is there's really no difference. They're in the same tier. As
Yeah.
I said, I'm not mad if you choose
Wait.
one or the other.
Big Ben has played 6 more seasons than Russ. I'm not gonna hear like totality stats.
Come on,
Yeah.
bro.
106
Like, I'm not hearing
picks
totality in
versus
terms of
211
turnover.
picks.
And how?
Bro, if you just go,
Pause,
I don't know how many seasons he played. If you look at the numbers, Russell Wilson wasn't giving you more than 10 picks. Not too many times in a year.
How old is Russell
they're
now?
in the same tier.
Hold
They're in the same
on.
How
tier.
long he played? Russell
Hold
was
on.
never giving you 20
How
picks.
old is
16
Russell
picks,
now?
14
How old is
picks.
Russell now? How old is Russell now?
Like 34, something like that.
34.
What's Ben
Okay.
doing at 34?
At 32, Big Ben was not as trash as fucking Russell is now. I don't want to hear that shit.
At 32, he had his
He
best
was fucking
season.
hot
5,000
garbage
yards,
2 years
32
ago, and he was
touchdowns,
pretty
9
much
picks.
garbage last year too.
Hold up. So what was Big Ben's situation at 32 years old, Brandon?
Oh, so now we want to bring up.
Oh, we doing? Oh, now we doing the situation.
Now we're gonna bring up
shit. Now we're doing the
situations.
situation shit. Now we're doing the
Early.
situation.
Who was
All right.
better?
I'm
at
out.
34?
Hey, look. I'm gonna go
Early,
and
who
mute.
was better at 34?
All right. Well, with that riveting Big Ben versus Russell Wilson conversation, I mean, good debate for the most part. Like we said already, they're in the same realm.
Same tier. They are.
I don't think there's much of a difference. I mean, I think there's an interesting conversation there. I will say this, with the game on the line, I probably would take Big Ben over Russell Wilson for me. But I'm not mad if you take Russell Wilson over Big Ben,
Right.
especially considering his rushing ability.
I'm not gonna throw my TV if you sit here and say if you sit here and say, oh, Russ is
But
better
here's
or
my
Ben's
thing,
better.
though, I'm getting tired of.
All right, get off. I'm not gonna interrupt you. Say what you-
We continue to do situation. And we act like that don't matter. We act like a person's situation, what he has, defensively.
Nigga, you just
offensively,
asked me.
my
You just
God.
asked me Ben's
Brandon,
Roethlisberger
I'm not even talking
situation.
about you, Brandon. I'm
You
talking
just
about
asked me.
So
But they're
let me
both a
finish.
part of
I'm talking about you.
elite situations, right? Because
What
Russell
I'm
Wilson
saying is that
came into a situation with the Legion of Boom and Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah. Let him get off though. Go ahead.
that wasn't the Legion of Boom when he first got there. That's one. Two.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they didn't even have Marshawn when he first got there.
Oh, I'm sorry. It took him a
It
year. It
says
took him a
that.
year to get there.
Once he started playing actually getting some playing time, they're the Legion of Boom.
Who?
The Seahawks.
Russell Wilson been
Also,
playing since his rookie year. What you mean?
Wait, no. They were the Legion of Boom for his first year. I do remember
also, like Russ was definitely.
let me-
better
They weren't at their peak, but they were pretty close. Russell Wilson's rookie year, absolutely. Because I remember a year before that. They were still pretty good, and they were like top 10 in like allowing points allowed and yards and all that stuff. They were top 10 in every category.
I remember Earl Thomas getting drafted after Russell Wilson. So how does that happen?
You said
So what
what?
does it matter? What does it matter where they get
I'm
drafted?
talking the offense. I didn't say Earl Thomas. Nobody
matter what
nobody
team gets drafted?
handpicked Earl
What does that
Thomas. I'm talking about the defense. The defense is pretty stout.
Yeah. Most of the players that created the Legion of Boom weren't even on the roster when he first got there.
What?
What are you talking about?
Are you
Oh,
being
was
real?
there.
They were
Richard
almost all
Sherman
of
was
them
there.
were on the roster.
Cam Chancellor was there.
It was the same draft. So what do you? What?
Russell Wilson was drafted in 2012. Hold on.
they only had Richard Sherman and Cam Chancellor.
They
They were still top 10 offense.
All right, let me nip
have
this
Brandon
hold
Bowen.
on. Let me nip this in the bud real quick because when Early said that the Legion of Boom wasn't there, that's why it confused me. I was like, maybe Russell Wilson didn't have playing time his rookie year because my memory is the moment Russell Wilson started playing, the Legion of Boom was there.
Yeah,
Right,
it was
yeah.
Earl Thomas
That's what
was
I'm
there.
saying.
And to verify that, of course, I mean Lonnie seems he's gonna hold, so go ahead.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Russell Wilson was drafted in 2012. Earl Thomas.
So
Early. You're early.
Cam
Stop
Chancellor,
using your
KJ
L,
Wright,
L,
you dropped
L,
out.
Brandon
L
Maybank,
early.
Brandon Browner. The Legion of Boom was there the rookie year.
Michael
Hold
Bennett
on.
and all that.
Richard
Come on now,
Sherman.
yeah.
All
Richard Sherman.
narratives. L
All of
host.
them were there. So
but
you almost got it.
what were their numbers defensively that year?
You see how he moonwalking away from this
Oh,
shit?
that year, Richard Sherman had 8 picks that year.
Richard Sherman was an All-Pro. Earl Thomas was an All-Pro.
Stop that.
Just
You want to keep going?
No, I don't think he wants to keep going. Stop that. This is over. This debate is over.
We're gonna have to start punting now.
So that's it. Let's move on. I actually have one more for Bo Nix.
Russell Wilson still better.
Bo Nix, and this is good. This is an interesting one. Pick the year that he won a playoff game. We remember that playoff game. Will Bo Nix be better than Tim Tebow?
Yes. Stop it with this nonsense.
Yeah, come on. Yeah.
Dude, literally, what are we even talking about?
What do you mean?
What's the next topic?
That was different.
I didn't realize how shitty the Broncos quarterback plays been.
Dude, like,
been pretty bad.
Yeah,
so Peyton Manning been pretty bad.
We think Bo Nix is going to win a playoff game like Tim Tebow?
It doesn't. Okay.
I give it about 3 years.
Okay.
I think he
passes that Tim Tebow completed that game.
If Bo Nix has a team,
he completed the one that mattered.
I'm about to say, Bo Nix
has a defense.
The team Tim Tebow had his first year.
Yeah, then he could win one. I mean,
Bo's gonna need about 3-4 years before that team.
Okay, Riddell, did you think Tim Tebow?
And you know what's funny? You know who Tim Tebow beat that playoff game?
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Hey,
who has more? Hefe, who has more Super Bowls? Russell Wilson or Ben Roethlisberger? Who has more Super Bowls? Who has more Super Bowls?
You tell me.
Who has more Super Bowls?
You tell me, Mike. Tell me, Mike.
We're not doing this anymore. It's over. It's over.
Getting big mad because you're wrong.
Interesting work.
I don't need to get mad, Mike. That's just you.
No, I'm not talking about you.
Also, just to clarify, Tim Tebow threw for 300 passing yards. So respect Tim Tebow. He threw for 300 passing yards.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Respect him. All right.
He had like 15 completions too. That's crazy.
Who's cooking? Anyway,
I was thinking that the Murray Thomas
had time to say my agenda.
Amen. Anyway, so let's go to the next thing. So we know that in 2028, the Olympics is going to bring into flag football. Now, there's been a lot of conversation for some reason, there's been conversation on who's going to represent the flag football team. Most of us thought that the NFL players would be the best players in the NFL. We even had a little a segment talking about that on what players should represent America, of course.
Rightfully so.
Apparently, there's a flag football organization, and there's players that play on the flag football team, and some of them are saying that, one, there should be a tryout between the flag football players and the NFL players, and two, they would beat out the NFL players to make the flag football team for 2028, saying that it's a different sport, and we would basically saying we'll just be better than you at it. So
hold on, did you guys see that what that guy, that 5'8" quarterback said on Twitter about Patrick Mahomes?
Yeah, bro.
And saying he's smarter than him or something like that.
So that flag football quarterback said a few things. He said he would be the starting quarterback there. Apparently, he won a gold medal for a flag football world thing though. So he has some type of credibility in terms of the
shout out to Hellfire.
Who cares?
Shout out to Hellfire.
I'm just telling us I'm just saying
what can't read defense. Shout out to Hellfire.
I'm just saying that's his credentials.
This is what happens. No, Riddell, this is what happens when we let that whole troll short king propaganda push for too long. Guess what? I don't give a damn that no 5'8" Temu Dollar Tree Nipsey Hussle
5'8" is so small.
Said that I got a gold medal before in the world.
No, take it easy. I'm 5'9.5".
Whatever.
Yeah, what is going on?
You know what he also said? He also said
hey, Lonnie, are we height shaming? The hell?
Right now I am, because this is the Olympics. So right now
I was about to say, Lonnie, come on, bro. Hey, we ain't all tall, dog.
I'm 6 foot, so I'm good. I don't know about y'all.
I'm average.
I mean, I'm 5'11", so
I'm average.
I'm not mad at you, Lonnie. I'm not 5'8".
Anyway,
y'all know Javonte Davis is 5'5". He would whip every last one of your asses, right?
Yeah, he would. That's what guns
doesn't
are for.
matter. I'm still taller than him.
I bet that.
He still looks like
you need a pistol that's 6 foot
like
high.
a baby boy when he's next to me, so it doesn't matter. I'll be the baby when I get knocked out, but that's fine.
Yeah, no, that's what guns are for. But no,
Mike Tyson.
You know what he also said in that interview? He's like, yeah, Mahomes might have a better arm. Mahomes might have better intangibles, but I'm smarter than him. Man,
no, you're not.
All
bro.
the other countries are gonna have their rugby players that are 6'5", 250 pounds, built like LeBron. How did I I don't want Mighty Mouse as my flag football quarterback.
Also, regardless,
do we think Drew Brees is smarter than Patrick Mahomes?
No. Early. Stop! Don't bring
Drew
that
Brees was-
question
Drew
because
Brees was still 6 foot.
that's not a good question. It
As
doesn't.
far
you're
guys,
asking-
if we're being
okay,
for
early.
real about
Wait,
Patrick
wait.
Mahomes, I'm gonna be nasty. As far as IQ goes, he ain't one of the
Speak on it. Speak on it, bruh.
Listen.
No,
Wait.
we're not gonna
Listen.
do this.
Don't
early.
before you just rebuttal.
just
How do you know that man's intelligence?
You gotta activate Riddell. Why are you doing this
Patrick
right now?
Mahomes
chatting
is gifted.
early.
He's
Like, bro.
gifted. He's gifted, but he ain't even top. He
Bro,
ain't
you're
top 5 to
chatting.
7
Okay, early.
smartest
early.
quarterbacks of all time.
Early. So to be so.
How do you measure that
what
man's
is-
intelligence?
wait,
How
wait,
you-
wait,
Patrick
wait,
went
wait,
to
I wanna
with
say
the
something. Wait,
What
I
are
wanna
your
say
top
something.
5 early?
I wanna
Give me
say
your
something.
top
Let me
talking
say
about?
something.
What are
Let
we
me say something.
talking about?
Give me your
Wait,
top 5
I
early.
want to say.
Smart
Yo,
quarterback
Tom
all
Brady
time.
came out. Tom Brady had an interview where he
Brady
spoke
and
on how
Peyton-
I don't care,
how
Hefe.
QBs
Hefe, I don't care.
IQ. Nah, you don't have to care. I'm spitting facts, bro. You don't have to care. Don't let your feelings get you hurt, bro.
No,
This
my
is
feelings aren't
real.
hurt, buddy.
Brady
My
said
feelings aren't hurt,
Brady
buddy.
came out, was doing an interview and said these young quarterbacks come out and they don't read the defense, so they don't make the adjustments. That's why you see a lot of improvisation. That's why you see a lot of guys scrambling and bootlegging and trying to extend these plays because they're not reading the play post snap. When they start reading this defense post snap, it's a whole lot of guys who have to make plays with their legs, extend the plays, and have to do things because they're not reading the defense post snap. It's a fact, bro.
But
There are guys who are great.
Can I-
We know this.
Let me
Josh
go.
Allen is a high IQ. I think Lamar is smart. I'm not saying he's not high, but he's not super high IQ.
Let's
There's a lot of guys who are great
let's
in
reel
the
this
league
back
who
in.
not
Let's-
high IQ.
Hold on.
What's the problem?
Hold on. Let's reel this in.
Great.
Hold on. Let's reel this in into what this really is. Patrick Mahomes is one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, and we're trying to nitpick and sit here and try to put a chink in the armor, so to speak, because he's at this high caliber
It
level.
don't make him
That's
no less
all we're
great,
doing.
though, Brandon.
That's all
Hold
we're
on.
doing.
All right.
No.
Let me.
Nah, B, it ain't even like that, bro. It ain't even like that. It don't gotta be a chink in his arm. Nah, bro, because look, put it to you like this. Whether it's like that or not, bro, he's still him. Pat is still the guy. It don't matter. So we can say, but that doesn't mean we can't say the truth. The truth is he doesn't read he doesn't make the proper reads post snap, bro. That's a fact.
Let me grab this. The nonsense that was just spoken out here was crazy. Mahomes can't read defenses.
I was being funny with the
What?
stuff. I'm being funny. Come on, let's
But
move past that.
I'll help your case real quick.
Mahomes said his first year in the league he couldn't read a defense. He said
Mahomes said it.
No. The IQ could be a thing that he's.
But that was like 6 years ago early. So the last 6 years he's been reading defense.
Come on, that though, Lonnie. That don't mean he's a top all-time IQ guy.
Let's be very clear.
What's your top 5? Give me your top 5.
Hold on. Let's be very clear.
Ryan Fitzpatrick went to Harvard and he was an idiot on the field. He threw 1,000 picks. Are you kidding me?
No, he wasn't.
Brandon.
He went to Harvard.
No, he wasn't.
Brandon.
Go ahead.
In that same interview, Mahomes did specify that he didn't understand the game completely. Not that he didn't understand how to read defense, but it was tough, of course. He was just got in the league.
As a rookie,
That's where I'm with you. But he also says in the same interview that right now, of course, he got it. Now he got it.
Come on. Yeah, come on.
So, I think he said he sat down with Andy Reid and Andy Reid helped him.
Hold on. We always praise Tom Brady for being able to manipulate defenses using his IQ. And we were even calling Mahomes Brady-esque.
Yeah.
So he was doing what he was doing, and this is how you know it's impressive with the lack of talent on the other side receiving the ball using all brains.
Also, wait.
Peyton Manning too. Shout out Peyton Manning.
Wait, can I add
I don't think all time. If we're being honest, go ahead, Mike. Put your face back on, man. Don't do that.
No. I was sorry. I just got to do something. I just want to make this point, and then I'm gonna put my face back on in like 5 seconds. But the last thing I want to say is, like, if you look at the, I think it's comeback games and clutch situations, and it's like an average out of the amount of times that you've attempted in the playoffs and the amount of completions. Patrick Mahomes is perfect. I don't know the exact number, but it's like 8 for 8, 10 for 10, 12 for 12, something like that. Tom Brady is like 10 for 14. Patrick Mahomes is like 8 for 8. So to sit here and say that Patrick Mahomes isn't, like, he may not have a top 3 IQ of all time, but to say like he isn't one of the smarter guys of all time at this point, I can't understand that, because in clutch situations where you need to make the right read and make the right throw in the right moments in the playoffs against good defenses. He comes
Absolutely.
through every time. So I don't understand that argument. That's all.
So I don't think that he's smarter as far as just like intelligence on the field. I don't think he's smarter than Drew Brees. I don't think he's smarter than Peyton Manning. I don't think he's smarter than Andrew Luck.
Is he top
Andrew
10?
Luck was a fucking savant on the football field.
Okay, what's the
Wait, hold on.
I feel like
Hold
you're
on, Riddell.
saying these
Just
things
for
without
clippability, Riddell. So early, what is your top 5 smartest QBs of all time?
Peyton, Tom, Drew Brees. I think Andrew Luck is in the top 5 all time.
Andrew Luck, high turnovers. We don't want to talk about that though.
Oh my God.
Hey, we're not doing
Come
that.
on,
We got
like-
battle
No,
line
I'm
over
just
that.
saying.
Bro, come on. Andrew Luck was one of the most hit quarterbacks of all time, bro. He
we
had
got a bad O-line.
retired early because he was getting punished, bro. Come on, bro.
Smartest player of all time. He's saying he's a top 5 smartest player of all time.
So
That's
I
why
think I'm gonna go. Anyway. I'm gonna go. No order. Tom, Peyton, Drew Brees, Andrew Luck. I think Dan Marino's up there. Joe Montana. I think these guys that are smarter than Patrick Mahomes on the football field. That don't make Patrick Mahomes.
How do you know?
Dan
this?
Marino
I'm just talking
smarter
about
than
intelligence
Patrick
on the field.
How do you
I still
know
think
this,
Patrick
though?
Mahomes is
How do you
top
know
2
this?
all time.
Dan Marino is smarter than Patrick Mahomes?
No,
I'm talking about
not-
just off football, just off
like
football IQ.
how do you know?
Yeah, that's what I'm
that
saying.
These guys
Dan Marino's
are
football IQ is
smarter in football than Patrick Mahomes. Like,
Just
how do you know this?
I think just your ability to not only to just to understand defenses in ways. I think also just knowing what everybody's supposed to be on the field, not just on your side, but on the other side. We know Peyton Manning had that. Again, Andrew Luck is just
Payne and Brady, I'm willing to concede, but the other ones, that's what I'm curious about.
So Drew Brees,
Aaron Rodgers.
Drew Brees.
How do you know Drew Brees is smarter
Marino?
than Patrick Mahomes?
Because I think Drew Brees had the ability to
Drew Brees.
to read hello. Anyway, I think Drew Brees had the ability to read defenses at a high rate. I think Drew Brees had the ability to make plays, not just when I say make plays, I don't mean just on the football field. I mean pre-snap plays. I mean knowing where to put certain guys at in order to get certain guys the ball on the field. Like I think Drew Brees does that.
Sean
better.
Payton had a lot to do with that
okay,
too.
let me respond to that. Patrick Mahomes also does that at an extremely high level.
Yeah.
One, the Chiefs do a lot of motion, so they constantly are moving people around,
Yeah.
put them in ideal positions. And two, Mahomes, despite having terrible tackle play, despite that, he's never succumbs to blitzes, and he is one of the least sacked players in period because of his pocket presence, which plays into IQ, knowing not to.
So do you think he's smarter than
not
Peyton
to
Manning?
take bad plays?
Do you think he's smarter than Peyton Manning?
I said
Peyton
I
Manning
said I
might be
gave you
number
Peyton-
one.
Now let me
all
just
time.
I
talk.
gave
Let me
you
just
Peyton.
talk.
Yeah, like that.
Do you think he's smarter than Tom Brady? No, right?
I gave you Peyton and Brady.
Do you think he's smarter than Drew Brees?
No, he's
Yeah.
not.
What about Aaron
That's
Rodgers?
an argument, but yeah,
Do you think he's smarter than Aaron Rodgers?
yeah.
Do you think he's smarter than Joe Montana?
The current game, I feel like, yeah, I'll give him Mahomes.
I also
You
think
can't be
you're a
as
guy-
efficient as Mahomes.
I also
has.
think you're a guy who loves Mahomes, so I don't know. You're right. You
No,
got it.
no, like, but like we, I feel like we don't understand how not only efficient he is, but how in the most important times he is like irregular. Like he's the only guy in when it comes to clutch situation with the winning record. Everybody else has a losing record. Like this is not just skill. This is IQ. How to control the game. How
That's
to
a complicated
do the right thing.
offense.
But you guys
But a
also-
lot of it is skill
they
too, though.
also have to
He's
It's
very
a complicated
skillful,
offense that he's
Right
in.
now,
It's the combination.
need help. And there's actually a program for players right now, and this is not just at the quarterback position. The game is more simpler now. Yes, the players are faster. Yes, the players are more stronger, but the game is becoming more simpler
The
because
route combinations are
most
more
players
complex.
cannot read. They cannot read, and they're not as high in IQ as the players from back then.
So the route combinations are more complex now or less complex now? So the route combinations are more complex. So for
Absolutely.
quarterbacks, how does that not factor in? I understand it's less physical, but when you're talking about IQ, but Tom Brady can say what he wants. And I'm not saying I disagree with him completely. He's obviously the best quarterback ever, and he knows way more than me. But don't you think that
defensive
it's
teams-
also a bit of recency bias? The same guy who says that stuff is also the guy that they started implementing the rules for and also benefited
Mike,
on
you
the back
think-
half of his career, which every quarterback did. But
Mike,
my
you think
point is
defensive
he
schemes
also
are more
benefited.
difficult or less difficult now?
No, I think overall.
How many guys?
Okay.
I'll
answer it.
Better yet, how many guys do you think on the field nowadays on defense
I
are
think,
intelligent?
I think
how many guys are the Ray Lewises of this game? Who's the Ed Reeds of this game? The Troy Palmer of this game? Who literally can play a mind check?
Okay.
A lot of them just
defensive schemes are harder now than back then.
So a guy like Roquan,
they can't utilize the physicality that they could use back then.
Those guys are.
So now they have to use more intelligence and outsmart.
So when you're going to get somebody on the defense, who are you worried about defensively in today's game?
So look,
how many guys you worry about
a guy like
game?
Damn near every
Fred Warner, Derwin James,
every star corner.
Derwin James, really, Lonnie?
What?
You don't like Derwin James?
As far as battling out IQ wise on the football field, Fred Warner, I give you. Fred's a guy who you got to thank because he's going to try to outthink you too. I give you that. But Derwin James,
you can say Tyrann Matthew still.
Can I answer?
He's
Winfield.
You can say Harrison Smith.
Harrison
Smith.
No, I don't think Kyle Hamilton.
Wait, can I just answer the question as a whole?
You don't
I'm just naming guys who are good. You're not naming guys who actually. All right.
I believe as a whole, yes, you can make an argument that as a whole, when it comes to every position, that the IQ level would be down from, say, 15, 20 years ago. That's fine for me. But specifically,
Wait, what did you say?
I said if you look at every position group, I would say that the IQ level of each position group probably is down from what it was, 20, 25 years ago. But wait, Riddell, that's fine. Wait. But let me just explain the full part of it. When you're looking at quarterbacks specifically, I 100% think that now it takes more IQ to be good than it did back then. It may take more guts. You may have to deal with more hits, but the route combinations, the offense, and the plays are more complex than they are now than they were back then. So I don't understand from that perspective when we're talking about quarterback play. I mean, what are they really benefiting from now? Like more PIs? Okay, but is that really swinging games into these players' favors? No. So I don't know. I think it's relatively the same. You could say maybe it's lower IQ, but for quarterbacks, I don't agree.
I'll take Joe Burrow.
You can also argue.
I'll take Joe Burrow's IQ over
definitely
Patrick
don't
Mahomes' IQ in today's game too. I'll take Joe Burrow's IQ over Patrick Mahomes' IQ in today's game too. I think Joe Burrow's quarterback.
I don't agree. I think it's similar. If Patrick Mahomes,
I don't know why you don't
better,
respect
but it's
Mahomes'
definitely.
IQ. I'm not gonna lie. I don't get it.
Just because he can throw super far and all that, doesn't mean he's not very, very smart as well.
But I didn't say that's why he wasn't.
You can also argue that now because back then they used to run the ball a lot more. Running backs were a lot more utilized. Yeah. So the quarterback's responsibility nowadays is a lot more because it's mainly quarterback play, little bit of running back, quarterback play, a little bit of running back.
I also give you this, and if I'm being honest, even your branch of receivers, in today's game, there are more because the game has been catered to it. There are more offensive weapons on the field who can catch the ball in general.
That's true.
Back in the day, there were guys if you were a Marshall Faulk who could do both, you were a special guy. Nowadays, you almost got to be able to do both. There are so many guys in the league today that are good in the backfield and also catching out of the backfield. There are more. Most guys have 2 to 3 good receivers on the team. In all honesty, most guys you have a plethora of guys. It was outlandish back in the day when you had a Reggie Wayne, Marvin Harrison, and then Brandon Stokely all getting 1,000 yards. You had a Anquan Bolden, Larry Fitzgerald, and Steve Preston getting 1,000 yards. Nowadays, there are so many different weapons on the field because the game is catered to that. So now guys are having 2 or 3 different receivers on the field who could probably be number 2. Again, look at the Bengals. You got Boyd, you got Higgins, you got Jamar Chase. A lot of y'all think Higgins could be a number 1 on other teams.
I don't know how we're factoring in with the intelligence factor though. I don't get how.
But what I'm saying to you is
even the offense is precedent, but I don't understand how we factor in that in. And we don't have
because you said running
evidence.
the ball. You said running the ball. What I'm telling you is that you could not throw the ball. Let's be real, Brandon. You know this. You couldn't throw the ball 50, 60 times. In yesterday's years, you couldn't throw the ball that many times. You couldn't because that meant that you were going to get sacked more. Because back then, just the again, certain hits and penalties alone, you can literally if you watch the game, there are literally times where pass rushers ease up on quarterbacks afraid of certain calls.
I agree with that. Yeah,
there are literally times where they ease up on quarterback because of certain calls. So for me, back then, you passing the ball a lot of times back then. Guys who pass a lot, like the Dan Marino, there's a reason why he's 45%, 50% of his career. because that wasn't something you did back then. You couldn't do it. I think the defenses were more intense, more intelligent, more schemes, different guys was able to do different things back then. So for me, when you wouldn't pass the ball 50, 60 times back then because, again, Big Ben played like a worse version of Josh Allen, and Josh Allen is a turnover machine. But Big Ben had a running game. Like, imagine if Big Ben had to throw. When Big Ben started having to throw 60 times towards the end of the year, it wore him out on the back end because it was a lot of hits he was taking.
He was old then, though.
He was older.
I don't really
still
get
warm out the back end.
I don't really
versus
get
a guy like Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady who didn't get hit that much.
I'm not really.
But what point are you trying to make though? Like,
so when you
factoring in the intelligence.
Yeah, when you say stuff like, because Brandon said the running game was strong, so it makes it seem as if the quarterback had less to do. The running back wasn't strong because the quarterback had less to do. The running game was strong because
there were worse quarterbacks. You would agree, right? Like overall, it was top.
But you know what though? When you say that, right? Like, you're right. It was worse quarterbacks, but I do believe that the reason why it was worse quarterbacks back then is because the game was different back then. It was you have to nowadays have a guy who can, like, it's so many quarterbacks that are literally getting drafted and predicated on certain things that it just wasn't that back then. Like, it just wasn't. There wasn't the Caleb Williams, the only guy who was really, when you look back in that era, like, a lot of guys, you didn't get the guy who could do both. Like, now you're taught. If I know you can get a big contract by being Patrick Mahomes, a guy like Caleb Williams is taught from middle school to play like that. Like, you wasn't taught the game like that back in the day. You wasn't taught.
This is kind of
some drop back and you be a quarterback in the pocket. Nowadays, you gotta get outside of the pocket. The best quarterbacks do that, but nowadays it's predicated. It's almost like back in the day. If you was a tall kid and you played basketball, you made sure you rebound, you block shots, and that was your game. And you run the floor. Nowadays, you're teaching your 6'8" son who's in 7th grade how to dribble. Because when you get to the league, you can't. If you 6'10" and can dribble, you're a different ball game now. You didn't teach that back then. That matters.
That's just evolution. That's just evolution.
Yeah, and also
players are better because.
But evolution comes from the game changing, so it prepares the guys underneath them.
Wait, I want to use your
current
logic.
Players are better. I agree. I mean that. I feel like that should be common sense, though. Like, technology and the advancement of the game is allowing players at a younger age in the future to be better than them.
I want to play devil's advocate on just a little bit. I'm not saying that it's completely off basis and that I completely disagree, but the one thing that, like, the whole premise was, like, you don't see guys throwing it as many times and having the yards that Marino put up back then. And if they did, it led to those 55% completion years. And I understand that. But once you say that because of the fact that they're put in a position where they can get 5,000 yards, and that actually is a possibility because they have more responsibility, like Lonnie was talking about earlier, there's more of a possibility to get fumbles and to throw interceptions because you simply have the ball in your hand more. So I'm not saying that your take is completely null and void now.
Who can give you 40 TDs and 5 picks. That's why it's so amazing because it's almost like in basketball when you're a 50, 40, 90 guy. And then a lot of people doing that. There's not a lot of people who's throwing 60 times a game. Most people who throw a lot it's going to be turnovers. It's like when you drive a car. The more you drive a car, the more you are likely to get in an accident because you're just in your car more. That's what I mean. So when guys come along and don't throw out the picks, it is amazing. But most guys that are like Josh Allen, Josh Allen's the top 3 quarterback, but he's heavy on turnovers.
Bro, you think Josh Allen could succeed in like the 90s?
Yeah, most definitely.
Of course. But
I agree.
I also think
I just want to see. I didn't think
the game, because of its advancement on how it went towards this like more versatile quarterback and advanced scheming with a lot of motion, the passing offense is going to reach a point, and I think it has reached a point where you can't completely rely on the pass game nowadays. There's a reason why a lot of these teams are going to be relying on the run game more. That's why a lot of these teams need 2 running backs because they need that versatile punch for the run game. That's why Pacheco is so huge for the Chiefs. That's why Christian McCaffrey is huge for the 49ers. Yeah. So that's the advancement of the game because now we went through this huge hyper passing situation, but now we're kind of reaching to the point again where nah, these teams need run games because you're not going to be able to pass like that on these defenses.
But it's only a few guys who come along like the Lions where you go, oh damn, if you got a good running game, you guys go play deep in the playoffs. Yeah, but most guys are catered around passing. We're looking at the Texans. Yeah, they got Joe Mixon, but you got 3 dogs on the offensive end. You look at the Bears. Yeah, you got what's his name? I think who they got? Singletary? Or they got Herbert. Yeah, you got Herbert as your running back
and DeAndre Swift. But that's
you got a hell of a receiver core too. A lot of teams are literally
of course they're
going to be core.
They're going to be balanced. No, but they're going to be balanced. That's the point. It's going to keep on balancing itself out because you got to be as unpredictable as possible as an offense. Because of
but that's only during the season, though, Riddell. Because in the playoffs, during the season, people are pass happy. In the playoffs, just like in basketball, it slows down. Now you gotta have a run game. Now your trench is really
How did the Packers beat the Cowboys? What was the primary thing that they did to the Cowboys that made it impossible for them?
In all honesty, I just say the Cowboys came out bad, honestly. And they passed the ball a lot, honestly, to the Cowboys.
No, it's the run game. Running it directly down the middle at the D tackles because the Cowboys have.
They were running the ball. They were dominating in the down the middle. Same thing with the Lions. They were running that ball. They were running that run. Same thing with the 49ers in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. The Chiefs, they were running the ball.
The Eagles a couple years when they went.
The Eagles, they're running the ball. Lamar Jackson is the run game, but then now they have Derrick Henry because they.
But if we're being honest,
dynamic run game.
The Chiefs Super Bowls were off a bad run game. You can't even them running backs with confidence.
Well. Was it
Gerard McKinney and
because no, but it
Carlos
was consistent. It was consistent.
They had their
the offensive line with the
even that Bucs team.
But with the amount of yards that you
wasn't the big criticism for I forget which game was it. I think it was either the Eagles game or the Ravens game that I'm thinking of the Chargers game, how they weren't running the ball enough. Like we've seen time, just like what you're saying, that sometimes, the run game's not working and you just gotta, hey man, just figure it out. But we're seeing more often than not, these teams want to be balanced to have that unpredictability factor.
Right. And it goes back the other way, Riddell, too, because you're talking about how the run game needs to be consistent, right? Which is a big factor. But if you really want the big play benefit, you have to have a quarterback that can push it over the top so the play action really hits and really leads to misdirection. Unlike, if you're Russell Wilson last year and you can only hit, the checkdowns, that makes your run game a little bit less because you can stack the ball.
And Mike, it's also a lot of things that your defense has to go through that I think a lot of guys are realizing, like that high action, that high flying, score fast type of teams, that wears your defense out, man. Like,
the stamina is different now.
You have to slow the game down just to give your guys a break. When you look at that Bills and Chiefs game, literally, dog, it was going toe for toe. It was literally like whoever gonna stop, this is going to be the definition of the game.
But that's how the Chiefs have always played, and that's why they win, though, because Mahomes is a killer. But they're not going in there pushing the agenda right at the beginning, They're fine with a couple 3-and-outs. We're going to try to implement the run game, get it consistently going. So now we get to the third and midway through the fourth quarter, the other team is dead, and Patrick Mahomes is either running for 10 yards or throwing it 20 yards down the seam or whatever.
But so also, Patrick Mahomes is the type of guy who will throw the ball, literally, he'll drop back and throw the ball 15 times in a row. To a point to where defensively, you like, okay, he's throwing quarterback.
Right, now you can run.
You forget, oh, shit, this nigga ran 15 yards. I forgot he got feet. Like, that's what he's so good at. He's so good at lulling you to sleep. And then, I'm out of here. And you're like, oh, I forgot he got little wheels on him. Like, he does that all the time. Patrick Mahomes will go 2 straight quarters and not running the ball unless it's Duffy. And then all of a sudden, he'll start making plays 15 yards, 12 yards.
Like Mahomes?
Because of what? This right here.
That's why he's the
GOAT.
He's the
GOAT. And we're being for real, though.
Read my shirt. He's the GOAT.
Him having
Yo, we got to move on, though. We still have like a bunch of more topics.
Yeah, you're right. Him having Andy Reid helps. That's all I'm saying. Go ahead.
Of course.
But to wrap up the original topic, I don't care about no Dollar Tree Nipsey Hussle being my quarterback for flag football. So
whatever. You can go. You can go somewhere.
Yeah, the NFL players are going to be representing, of course. All right, next thing we'll talk about. See everybody's kind of feelings about it, but I feel like there's really not much to talk about considering the other person kind of already confessed. Tua was talking about how Brian Flores saying that he would suck, he was terrible, he didn't belong here, all that stuff. And recently, Brian Flores actually came out saying, now he's a better man. So he basically admitted that he was doing that stuff, and now he's kind of being remorseful for it.
He wasn't lying.
Yeah. So, whoa, he was lying.
No, Brian Flores had to deal with Tua, who didn't have Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. So yeah, he was going through it.
No,
but that's not how
hold on. That's not the main reason why.
That's not what you do.
The biggest issue wasn't even Tua's fault. Flores wanted Justin Herbert, and he was really big on Justin Herbert in the draft process. He really wanted Justin Herbert, and then
sounds like Frank Reich was CJ Stroud last year.
Yeah, the ownership said, "Oh, Alabama quarterback, we're taking Tua. Deal with it." We saw how.
But here's another thing. Even if you don't get your guy, you don't take.
You don't tear him down.
You don't sit there and take a rookie and tear him down to a level and tell him he's terrible every day. I mean, who would succeed in that? That's like
you don't tell him, we should have drafted Herbert every day. You don't tell him we should have drafted the other guy. You don't do that.
That is so unprofessional. That's so terrible.
But B, you gotta be real, bro. If it's the girl you had to settle for over the girl you wanted, bro, how many days are you gonna come home?
Stop. This is separate. This is separate because that's a job. You don't go to a job in your first couple of days like, man, you really not getting it. We really need to catch you up to speed. You're not getting it. Are you slow? What's wrong with you? Nobody's gonna succeed under those harsh conditions, bro. No. This is a job. You're supposed to be professional on your job. You don't sit there and down a new guy that's coming into the NFL that's in the spotlight, that is gonna have cameras in his face every day and tell him he's terrible. Yeah. That's bad for his confidence.
But did he admit to say exactly what Tua said he said though?
Earlier, he definitely did that. He definitely did that. Like, come on.
I know, but I don't.
Even if
go ahead. No, I think. Look, this is the other side of football that we don't see, and this is why it's so important to have camaraderie between coaches and general managers and the ownership. And we're seeing. Obviously, we don't know who Brian Flores is as a man. He might be a good guy, but in the moment when the ownership goes out and drafts a quarterback that you didn't want, you don't have a lot of talent, you're fighting for your job. It takes a very, 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 type of person, very, very like chill type of person to be able to like not think negative there. And that's why it really matters when the organization.
But quarterbacks won like that. Bill Parcells was an asshole. What's his name?
You have to have them.
It doesn't make it right.
It
does not make it right at all. I don't care. I don't care about the past coaches. It does not make it right. This is a job at the end of the day.
Look how Bill coached Tom, bro.
I don't care. I do not care. You don't sit there and tear down a person that you drafted as a rookie who's gonna need some confidence. You don't sit there and tear them down. Period. I don't care nothing about that. I don't care about the past coaches and what they did to be succeeding. You don't sit there and just harp on a guy that just came in and tell him he's terrible. That's not a situation that's gonna work.
One thing,
point blank, period.
But what if he is terrible though? What if he is terrible though?
Well, no, I got to.
Well, he wasn't terrible last season.
Hold on.
He obviously has something in him. And it needs to be brought out. And that's why he has this new coach that is sitting here and upping him. That's why he has Tyreek Hill, who is sitting there upping him, telling him how good he is. And that's why he's playing better.
Hold on, B. Hey, can I say something to that?
Go ahead.
Don't nobody care about no grown-ass man feelings who's being paid millions of dollars, man.
All right, bro.
Listen.
Right, I knew it was coming.
That's not what we're doing.
I'm not here.
This is a terrible take. This is terrible.
This is coming. All right, let him finish it, though. Let him finish the take, though.
This is a business. This is football.
Yeah, so act professional.
So you come here. Here. Listen, you think other guys aren't going to talk bad about you? You think if you have a bad season, people ain't going down you?
But you're doing that from
okay.
No. Hold on.
Let me
wait. I'm gonna just say this, and I'm gonna go ahead and let you have your talk.
Okay.
This is a business, man, and at the end of the day, it's football. And there's a lot of guys who's been through a lot worse than what he's going to. People, everybody down you since you was a teenager, a child. Do you think that they supposed to stop what they doing and to make you feel like, hey, let me tell you something good in your history.
All right, ready? You ready for my rebuttal?
But man, this is a business, man. First, this is a business. Understand that, and I'm gonna stick a pin in that, so it's like you understand that this is a business.
Yeah, but you got to understand as a head
here's
coach,
my rebuttal.
Here's my rebuttal. That you give your team, that you give your
You're
team.
talking about other players. You're talking about other players in the locker room. Your coworkers, of course, are going to talk bad about you, but you don't see the boss, the supervisor, sitting there downing you when you're a new guy on the job.
All the time,
training. It is
no,
not.
Stop
they
it,
don't.
The
supervisor has never come to me talking about I'm terrible and I'm not getting it. So if you're sitting there failing, obviously, of course,
you're gonna leave.
You're gonna leave, right?
Right.
Let
me ask you a question.
You're not leaving the job. You're not leaving the job when you have a contract already. What are we talking about? You can't just leave. He has a contract already.
Right?
It's not his decision to leave. It's the GM's decision to trade him.
Leave a boxing gym because one of the other boxers think that you're not that good.
That's not what That's not even.
It was far more visceral than that.
I mean,
absolutely.
You a lot of times.
You don't belong here.
That's a movie. That doesn't even count.
Yeah. Hey, Mo.
Hold on, Mike. Hold on.
Let's be very clear. Let's distinguish a few things. When it comes down to it, being assertive, being somewhat aggressive. I mean, we all understand that. A lot of us play sports, but what Brian Flores did wasn't that. He wasn't teaching him. He wasn't growing him as a person. He wasn't growing him as a man or a player. He was actively insulting him and disrespecting him in his face and saying, "You don't belong here."
You don't disrespect people.
Nobody. Yeah. That's not helping any part of the team. So there's a difference between.
I didn't get that part. I didn't get that.
You cook so I can cook.
Yeah. So Mo, you said this is a business, right?
Right.
Yeah. What's the biggest asset for a team for for a football team? What's their biggest asset?
Here we go.
I'd say. I mean,
the quarterback, right?
Absolutely.
The quarterback, right? So you got to make sure that you nurture and nature your quarterback. So if you get a quarterback who just came off a big injury, by the way, who you drafted. What's the best thing to do for your whole team? It's to make sure you get the best out of your quarterback. You don't degrade, embarrass, and humiliate your quarterback day in and day out.
I mean, it's not nice to let a guy know you don't.
That's not nice. It's bad.
No, Mo. Wait,
because if that's a quarterback is an investment. It's not just a regular left tackle or safety or guard. It's like the biggest investment for your team is your quarterback. That's your biggest asset.
What I want to say to you,
your biggest asset. But you don't bad business sense.
But how do you know that this man wasn't up and late to practice? How do you know that this guy wasn't?
Because Brian Flores already admitted that he fucked up.
Because Flores
already admitted that he was
I'm not giving
the
right in saying he has a past because we didn't see it. I'm not saying that. But you don't know what has transpired.
But Mo.
So that being said, who are we to bash him simply because he's just saying it in a public way? So yeah, he's bashing somebody. But
if he was late to practice, if he was doing this or that, guess what? We would have seen fines.
Yeah. Also,
players get fined for that.
Also, Mo, I want to use your logic against you because you just said it's a business, right? So as in a multi-million-dollar business, billion-dollar business, there's a certain level of respect that you give your employees. I agree with you. It's a business in the sense of a player gives his life, 4 years of his life to a team, and he gets cut after his rookie deal or whatever. That stuff is the business, but it's not the business to go in, degrade your quarterback, have him not be confident, which is the biggest thing that you need to be successful, regardless of your skill. Is you have to be confident in the team. And also, I don't think it was necessarily fair to be so necessarily down on Tua because what did you have around Tua to make him successful at that time? You had nothing. So Brian Flores is bashing Tua like it's 100% his fault when he doesn't have the guys that can get it done. It's a completely unproductive way to do business.
That nigga Tua was sold.
And no coach.
So it was cool. So it was cool for.
Wait, Hefe, I'm not done. Hefe, I'm not done. My other point was you guys talked about Bill Parcells and Bill and how they're assholes, quote unquote, right? But if I'm not mistaken, didn't Jerry Jones, who was one of the most notorious owners for not caring about what the coaches think, draft Tony Romo in the 6th round. And what did Bill do? He took him under his wing and said, hey, buddy, I'll help you. I'll help you become a great quarterback, or a good quarterback at least.
What did who do?
Bill Parcells and Bill Belichick both have a track record of developing quarterbacks, late round quarterbacks. So how can you sit there and say and even relate that to what's going on with Brian Flores when he hasn't shown that ability to take a quarterback at any round up on his wing and make him a good player? So that's why this whole logic and this whole basis of your guys' argument on this side completely flawed. And there's more that I could say, but that's all I'll say.
If I'm being honest, my lack of care about Tua and it makes me not care, but it's not right though. But I just don't care. I don't care for Tua, and so I don't really care.
You ain't gotta care for him, bro. But at least put yourself in that predicament, bro.
I mean, look, man.
If you're a quarterback,
so
talking bad about you.
So his rookie year of the greatest life in Alabama. So you can take a couple years of getting talked about.
You really hate them Alabama boys, man.
Yo, I'm looking at.
So it's cool. So it's cool for Flores to not want to, and he still be given to, and that's not his guy. That wasn't his choice. That wasn't his pick. But he's got to sit there and suck that up because of the business, because it's what he's supposed to do. So he's supposed to eat that.
That's honestly true.
So hold on, Mike. You asked me to give you a second. I gave you that. Let me get mine. So you saying that he's supposed to take it on the chin that he takes to, and that's not his guy. So what was he supposed to do? Go upstairs and argue with the GM? Go upstairs? Nah, that's not who I wanted. This is not the guy. This is not the guy. This is not the guy I wanted for my sister. This is not the guy.
He watched Justin Herbert give you 30 and 5.
Yeah.
Give you 35.
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that early because I'm looking at the 2020 Dolphins roster. Let's see how much Herbert will cook with this roster.
Seasons, though, Lonnie.
With a calm offense.
They had back-to-back winning seasons before he left.
Yeah, I'm looking at this.
Flores was not losing, bro. He didn't lose.
Hold on, Hefe. So they're running back Myles Gaskin, 584 yards. Devontae Parker. Preston Williams. I don't even know if he's still.
Parker was a dog, by the way.
Mike Gesicki, right?
No bullshit.
Shut up, man. He was not no fucking dog.
Yes, the fuck he was. Devontae Parker was a what?
Devontae Parker that year. Devontae Parker, 793 yards, 4 touchdowns.
Oh, he a dog though. Get out of here with that shit.
But we don't dog Tua like he's shit, right? We don't dog Tua in here, right? Because we love Tua in here. Who in here showing Tua love? Who in here showing Tua love? Since we love Tua right now, since we got this sudden love for Tua, who in here showing Tua love? Because I remember we spanked Tua, but now Tua got all this love from guys. Come on now, be real.
It's not about loving Tua. It's not about loving Tua. It's acknowledging that Flores set Tua up to fail.
Right.
Yeah.
No, the GM who understood the whole thing put Tua with a guy he was supposed to be with.
It doesn't matter.
And it's been success. So now we're talking about Tua's situation. But y'all cannot pick and choose when y'all care about situation, dog.
No, Earl, hold on. I'm not talking about the situation. I'm not talking about the situation.
To
put this whole thing to bed. Stop. Let me ask you a question.
Now we bringing up who he had around him. So what?
You're missing the point early.
No. Put yourself in the situation. If Brian Flores is sitting there talking bad about you and you just got drafted, you would not want him to be talking bad about you like that. Point blank, period.
I get it.
Also.
All right, you get it. So what you arguing for? You would not like that position. You wouldn't like that position. Mo, you wouldn't like it. Hefe, you wouldn't like it if he did that to you.
Yeah, also
I wouldn't like it if they gave me a quarterback I didn't want, B. I wouldn't like it if they gave me a quarterback I didn't want.
Sure enough not to take it over that nigga because it's not that nigga's fault.
Listen. Like I said, man. Listen. This is a business, man.
Let me get this.
This is a business. I don't think y'all understand.
I don't think you understand, Mo. Why would you hurt your biggest part of your business?
No.
So the coach not the biggest part. The coach not the biggest part, Lonnie?
It's the quarterback.
If you don't believe in your quarterback,
it's not the coach.
Hold on. If we both know a quarterback can be everybody you get hired and fired, and you don't believe in your quarterback, it will pitch you all because you can feel like, damn, dog, I gotta go up an uphill battle trying to keep my job by dealing with this guy. When if I got the guy I want, I can at least give myself a chance to have more years on this team and a better winning record. That could be something too.
And not only that, Earl, not only that, but if at least if you give me my guy, my situation can work. If I don't have my guy, my situation doesn't work.
Exactly.
He was games they still let him go. So what does that mean? What does that mean?
And what do you think that meant? What do you think that meant when they got somebody he didn't want, Lonnie? What do you think that was a setup for? Be real. Be real.
You want me to cook? Let me buy the groceries.
Can I just get 1 second to respond to this? Because you guys literally, Mo and Hefe, both started off this take talking about, I don't care about what a player's mindset is or how they're treated. They're getting
and none of y'all would like that treatment either if y'all were the quarterback. Period.
So to bring it, wait. No. I want to get this point out. To bring it back to that, if you're a coach and you don't get what you want in this now you don't have an obligation to do your job and you can just sit there and cry about it like a baby. It doesn't matter. You have to do your job, no matter who they pick. That's what you're signing.
Yeah, click on the one right under it too. Click on the one right under it too.
So this is why it's biased. If you're talking about players getting paid millions of dollars to do their job and not cry,
exactly, Prodigy. Exactly, Prodigy. Thank you, Prodigy.
Keep the same energy. Keep the same energy for the coach who acts like a baby and a child when he doesn't get his way.
You know what this means?
So Hefe and Mo, if Tua was winning games, why is Flores still shitting on him? That's just being petty. That's just being in your field. That's him being.
Did Flores come out in the interview? Did Flores come out in the interview say they got me a guy didn't want?
Pretty much, he did come out and say that. He
did.
He did like that. So you're cooking yourself at that.
He also came out on.
I'm not cooking myself on nothing. My point is my point that he got a guy he didn't want, and he didn't come out in the media in the press conference and saying, "Man, he sucks. He's terrible. He's not completing the passes. He's looking like garbage." Like we all say in this whole pod, bro. Come on, bro.
All that behind the scenes.
He literally said the worst things you can say to your new quarterback in his face.
He did.
Come on,
he said you don't belong here, even though you're winning games, you're scoring touchdowns, you're leading game-winning drives.
Bro, were they winning games because of their offense? Were they winning games because of their offense? Are we being real? Were they winning games because of their offense?
Games just because he's winning games and he's playing ball doesn't mean he's what they want. He's what someone wants. Not everybody, like I said, man. Not everybody is on your side.
So who's still with the organization? Who's still with the organization, and who's not?
Every team that wins right now or has won in the past, that the head coach and the quarterback, I gotta like you. Is that what
not about like?
I gotta like you.
They're missing the point.
If it's not about like, then why is it called a marriage, Lonnie? If it's not about like, why is it called a marriage?
I can only leave the.
If it's not about light, why is it called a marriage, bro?
We can move on. What's the next topic?
What are you talking about? What are we talking about?
I don't know. But let's
when you get it, bro. Come on now, bro. When a coach gets his guy, that's considered a marriage, bro. Come on now, y'all. Come on, y'all. Don't act like y'all know that.
When they don't get their guy, guess what? Most coaches don't act like a little salty bitch about it. So
exactly.
We can move on.
How many coaches don't get their guy?
A lot.
Probably.
Who?
You have an obligation to do your job as a head coach, no matter who they pick. And if you're gonna cry about it and you're gonna act like a dick, excuse my language, you deserve to get fired. You don't deserve to have that job.
Which he did.
What happened with Frank Reich.
So how did Bill Belichick stay a coach for so long?
He was still a good coach.
How did Bill Belichick stay a coach for so long? So there's an exception to the rule. So y'all saying, oh, it's messed up, oh, it's wrong, oh, it's not right, but there's an exception to a rule.
I don't even know why we went there.
Brian Flores is not Bill Belichick.
About the GOAT.
All right. Let's move on. Anyway. All right, let's do these AFC North, NFC North talking points, agendas for the AFC North and the NFC North. Hot take agenda, what you want to say about one of the teams, one of the players, one of the coaches, it doesn't matter. NFC North, I mean, I'm going to make it very clear. I'm going to put mine out the way right from the start. The Bears are going to make the playoffs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, mine is good. Mine is good.
That's not hard to say.
Yeah.
No. I'm not letting you have that. Me and Lonnie have been saying this before the draft started, and y'all were pushing back on us, going like, "Nah, they should keep Justin Fields." That's what they were telling us.
That'd be even nastier.
And we were saying, it was me, it was Lonnie, it was Trent. We kept on saying the Bears just need a okay quarterback, and they'll make the playoffs. So saying, it's not hard to say now. I ain't hearing that. I ain't hearing any of that.
Earl's a huge flip flopper. I'm gonna let y'all know that right now. A huge flip flopper.
Hold the fuck up, bro.
Oh
Let's
no!
relax.
Here we go.
Hold up.
Huge
Let's
flip
relax.
flopper.
Let's relax. I don't flip flop. That's one. Two, I literally have been saying, because since back when we had the other platform, I was saying I don't know how great Kelly Williams will be right away. But I'm not gonna lie to you. When they picked up Keenan Allen, they ended up getting Roma Duzé. We had this conversation, and I said a long time ago, Trent convinced me that, you know what, they are good enough to probably make the playoffs. Like, I've been like, okay, I agree to this.
The NFC is going to be weaker.
That's why I'm saying that's easy to say. Doesn't really make sense because we've been saying this before.
And but we're also talking about a team that, like, now that you say that, now we're looking at what they have, and we're looking at what Caleb Williams has. So I'm saying, like, at this point in time, it is easy to say.
And here's another thing. Keenan Allen is not looking like himself at all. He's gained weight. He's gained weight, and his routes are looking
them deep dish pieces.
He doesn't have to.
Keenan is not looking like. So I would not.
But that's
Are we thinking Roma Dunze is going to be wide receiver too?
Just fine.
For sure.
Even if Keenan is your number 3, you'll be just fine.
Yeah. He doesn't have to be the guy that he was in Los
yeah.
Angeles. He just has to be decent because now he's got receivers around him. I mean, DJ Moore, as much as Mo loves him, I agree that he can be the number one 100%.
9 years, damn near, he's been literally playing in LA, dog. Chicago. Now he's in Chicago. He's probably a little depressed. Yeah, you see how Jordan Peele looked when he moved to DC from San Francisco?
Yeah. No, the narrative.
These are supposed to be mentally tough guys, man. Come on now, we can't do that just because he moved to another city.
For the NFC North,
if that was the case, everybody would get fatter.
For the NFC North, I truly believe that there's going to be 3 teams in this division that make to the playoffs. I'm on board with that because I think no. Wait. Can I explain why? Because I think the NFC East is going to be weaker than people think. I think the Eagles are a shoo-in. I think every other team in that division, including the Cowboys, is a question mark to make the playoffs.
The Cowboys make it. The Cowboys make it.
How many
I think it's a question mark.
I think the Cowboys miss too. So
the Cowboys make it. The Cowboys make it.
How many spots in the playoffs?
I don't want to make this
on both sides in NFC, AFC. How many spots is it?
It's like
7
spots. Give me your 7 spots, Mike.
Okay, you put me on the spot here. Well, you'd have to.
You said Philly.
You'd have to go San Fran. You'd have to go Philly.
San Fran and Philly. You said them too.
Okay.
Lions.
I think. Yeah, no, I know. Detroit, Chicago, Packers. All 3 of those teams can make it, and then LA, and then 7.
Rams.
Yeah, LA, and then 7 would be.
You have to do from the other division, right?
Yeah. So who?
That would be Tampa, either Tampa, the Falcons, the Saints, or the Panthers.
So I mean, as of right now, I mean, it's going to be Tampa or Atlanta for me. So those are it's Tampa and Atlanta. I guess right now I'd say Tampa. Before I see Atlanta.
Wait. So who's on the AFC? Who's on the NFC? So we got wait. Because you said who? The Rams, the 49ers. Who else is in that division?
Then there's the Seahawks.
Seahawks.
There's the Cardinals. The Cardinals are a dark horse too.
So then you're saying the Packers, the Lions, and the Bears.
I think they can all make
and then you're saying
go
Atlanta, and then you're saying who else you said? And
Atlanta or Tampa Bay.
Okay.
And then New York.
And then Eagles.
Not New York.
And then Eagles. So you're telling me you don't think that the Cowboys are going?
The Cowboys are going, bro.
I'm saying I can see.
I agree. No.
Too much talent on paper. No. I can see a world where they don't make it.
In NFC North.
I can see a world where they don't make it.
Shootout.
Now I'm not. Look.
Packers, Lions, there is Chicago. A way. Somebody ain't going though, Mike. I'm gonna tell you right now. Somebody not going.
I'd say this division has the best chance of having.
How many times have teams
got
in the playoffs? 3 guys in the division
in the NFC.
How many times that happened? Teams got a division got 3 teams in.
I don't think it happened.
Last year, the Steelers, the
NFC West,
Browns, and the Bengals. The Ravens. Sorry. Yeah. It happened last year.
I mean,
the Steelers didn't get in the playoffs.
Dude, Dallas still has talent.
Yeah, they did.
Who they played?
They were the wild card. They played the Bills, and they lost.
Yeah,
sure did.
But Dallas also.
We say the AFC North is just as close, or the NFC North is like the AFC North of the NFC. So 3 of them can make the playoffs.
My agenda is a little nasty, and it's not about this season in particular, but the NFC, I feel like they need like that dominant quarterback. Because Patrick Mahomes, he rules the AFC. We all know that he rules the AFC. It's everyone versus who's going to end up being Mahomes.
That's happened 9 times since the NFL merger. Damn near, it just happened 9. So 9 times. No. Since 2000, 3 teams have made it in the postseason from the same division 9 times since 2000.
All right.
Yeah, it's a better.
That's basically half the years.
Yeah, and it's a better chance now because there's 7 teams that can make the playoffs.
All right. Back to what I was saying. So
the Vikings we don't believe in the Vikings at all, huh?
No, we don't.
Nope.
Who would?
Nope. Absolutely not. I'm sorry, I don't. What is there to believe in?
Go ahead,
Sam
Lonnie.
Darnold?
Go ahead, Lonnie. What were you saying?
Yeah, sorry.
So I was saying that I think that Caleb Williams is going to end up being the Mahomes of the NFC.
Oh.
And I think in the next 2 to 3 years, they're going to see each other in the Super Bowl. And I think
a lot.
Yeah, I think it's going to be. I think this is going to be the next rivalry, like the next Peyton Tom Brady. I think we're going to see a lot of Patrick Mahomes and Caleb Williams, and that's my agenda. I think they're going to be. I think this could be a historic rivalry. It's going to be Mahomes number 2 versus Mahomes number 1. So
it's not just like the Bears are just like it's only offense and that's the only way they could win. Like, their defenses.
Yeah, because look at their roster. Their roster stack. If you had if Caleb Williams ends up being a top 5 quarterback and you add on to that roster, that's a Super Bowl contender. That's a Super Bowl contender.
And they have a defensive mind. They have a great defensive mind in Matt Eberflus as their head coach.
You get one more good pass rusher on that team.
Yeah.
They
already have Montez Sweat, who's pretty good.
Coach.
He's an above average pass rusher.
So, quick question: as far as we're judging for that division, who's 1, who's 2, and who's 3?
1 is definitely the Lions. That's non-debatable. Yeah. Period.
Why not?
What?
I just got something to say.
The Lions. No. The Lions have the best roster on paper. Period.
Yeah,
100%. Yeah.
And also, they have a great coach.
Their O-line's better. They're running back.
I don't see them getting worse.
Packers did pick up Xavier McKinney.
I don't care nothing. I don't care enough about that. They need a certified number 1. Romeo Dobbs, I think he can develop into that, but none of those guys are Amon-Ra St. Brown. None of those guys have a 2 number 1 running backs on their team in David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs. They don't have they don't quite have an Aiden Hudson.
Amon-Ra St. Brown and Sam Laporta over the whole receiver set for the Packers.
Oh, absolutely.
You also throw in Jamison Williams. Like I think he's
Jamison Williams.
I think he's going to take a step here.
Yeah, like 100%. I would take their weapon core.
And Reynolds isn't bad on their team either. Reynolds is solid.
And Josh Reynolds is a pretty good receiver as well.
Early, if Love was on the Lions right now, you would be hollering about Love even more than you are.
If you gave Love the Lions, they're winning the Super Bowl.
This ain't a debate. The Lions are number 1. And
I think Bears are 2.
I would say Packers are number 2, and then Bears are number 3.
Okay.
Give me Bears number 2.
Yeah, I got Bears number 2.
I'm giving it to the Packers.
But I still think the Packers are legit. I don't see Jordan Love not being good this year. I think he's
yeah. Plus they have that. Jordan Love we know is elite right now. Or sorry, not elite, but Jordan Love we know is at least knocking on the door of top 10 at least. Caleb Williams we don't know yet. You know what I mean? And even if he's not top 10, he can still be pretty good, still be serviceable and all that stuff. But Jordan Love, we know right now who he is.
I don't think Williams is top. Caleb Williams is top 15 this year. They're going to the playoffs.
Yeah, that's fine. But Jordan Love, we know, is knocking on the door.
But it's literally just a lack. And we're being honest, it ain't because the teams are so amazing. I will give you the Lions being a great team who can literally compete for the Eagles and the San Fran.
I see Lions going to the Super Bowl.
Being honest. It's literally just because the damn NFC East is so bad now, man. They'd be lucky to get one person. Look, if you couldn't get at least one person because you win a division, they probably wouldn't get nobody, honestly, if it went for the fact that the Eagles show up every year. But that is just a bad division, man. Dang.
I understand why people give hate towards Jared Goff, but the one thing I'll say, I
don't understand it at all.
There's art I saw a clip. I saw a clip the other day of Josh on Trent Show. Shout out to him. He had a good breakdown of why you could say Jared Goff is overrated. But when it comes to the track record in the playoffs, when he has a solidified team, he is not one to go out first round. He's not like Prescott in that way. And I see them being compared, just throughout their careers in the same class. Like if Jared Goff has a solid team, he has a track record to where he's going to be competing to get out of the division. So
he does what he's supposed to do, basically.
He's not underwhelming,
but he's not good against
we do know the honest reason why people, they scoff at Jared Goff, right?
Because he just can't. He can't make off script plays.
Because Todd Gurley was carrying that man to the
no, because they literally, dog. When we look at the situation, when we look back at the situation, it's almost like I'm sorry, the KD situation in basketball. You literally were the reason why. Oh, I'm sorry, Russell Westbrook situation. Once KD left, you literally were the reason why you guys didn't win, because that's how we look at it. Because literally, when Sean McVay said, "Dog, get me somebody here who I can really work with," the first year, guys, we get rid of you and get you out the way when you got no points in the Super Bowl. We get rid of you and we get Matthew Stafford, and literally the next year, dog. Yeah. We win a Super Bowl. That really put a bad light on him. I'm honest. That is the narrative. You held us back. You held us back.
Let's time out. So we're getting a little too tangent. I gave my take. I think Lonnie gave his. Michael gave his. Brandon, what is your hot take agenda? NFC North.
The hot take is I see the Lions winning that division, and I see them going to the Super Bowl next year.
Damn.
Okay. Mo?
I was going to say the same thing, man.
I think they go to the Super Bowl next year. I really do.
If they beat the Eagles and 49ers, I would be
There's not nobody's really competitive enough for Detroit right now, other than San Fran.
Yeah. And I think they take a small step back. And then that small step back being losing to the Lions in the playoffs.
The Eagles going to have Saquon Barkley. What? Oh my God!
I don't care. Jalen Hurts is not good enough for them to compete in the playoffs. I'm sorry.
Now you're talking, Brandon. Now you're talking.
He's not good enough.
Are we saying that he can't improve? We're saying Jalen Hurts can't improve.
He can improve. He can improve. But as of right now, I do not see it. Point period.
Saquon gonna have to carry Jalen Hurts and shit.
Every time we speak on, especially from J-Rock, every time we speak on Jalen Hurts, everybody always bring that goddamn Super Bowl every single time.
Yeah, 2 years ago. Let it go. It's 2 years ago.
2 years ago is not.
Yeah, but not to ignore the fact that he was hurt either.
That's not a long time ago.
He was hurt, and that's not
2 playoffs ago is not a long time ago.
I understand, but that defense absolutely carried him to those playoffs. That defense absolutely carried him.
I mean,
they played well in the playoffs. I will give him that. But he's not good enough.
To be honest, I don't think
what you just said is why it's going to be Detroit or San Fran. It's just a 100-point period. I mean, you can go ahead and put Tampa up there. You can go ahead and put try to speak the Falcons into that, or the Eagles for that matter. Maybe the Cowboys, but you can't say that any one of those teams is capable of bumping out San Fran or Detroit.
I can make the argument for the Eagles.
Any given Sunday.
I can make the argument for the Eagles.
Philly gonna fold like they did last year, bro.
But what do they
to address?
What do they have though?
They have an elite run game. They have elite receivers.
Offensive line is
and the Lions don't. And the Lions don't.
Yes.
I mean, that's not.
Hold on.
I'm just responding to what Mo just said. He said, "What do the Eagles got?" That's what he said.
I also think. Oh, go ahead.
Because that's what the Eagles got right now. They replaced both their coordinators, who were the worst coordinators in football, with Vic Fangio. We know he's a great defensive coordinator. And Kellen Moore, whatever you want to say, he helped propel the Cowboys to a #1 offense.
He's a great offensive coordinator.
And I also think
not great, but he's.
I also think that, although I agree, I think that we so quick to say Tua wouldn't shit without Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, but we don't act like Jalen Hurts wouldn't shit without Devontae Smith and
he was better.
We don't bring it up though, Riddell. We don't bring it up. We bring it up all the time with Tua, and I agree, but we never say it with him.
I'll give you that. If you're gonna do that to Tua, you're gonna do that to Josh Allen, you have to do it to Jalen Hurts.
He has 2 #1s. Devontae Smith and AJ Brown are 2 #1s on the same team. Right. Do you know how good that is? No, neither one are #2 on the other team. They're both #1 receivers that demand respect. That demand that you have to scheme for these guys. You have to sit there. Defensive coordinators are losing sleep over these guys. And Jalen Hurts sat there last year and folded against Baker Mayfield and the Bucs. I'm sorry, I don't trust him right now.
And Dallas Goedert's a dog too. Dallas Goedert's a dog.
There's no
Dallas Goedert as well.
Wait, Riddell.
Can I address
top 10,
top 15 tight end?
I'm gonna defend Jalen Hurts here, and I'm not the highest on Jalen Hurts, but what I will say is, there's no doubt, Jalen Hurts is gonna have to play better. He's gonna have to improve on a couple things. But if we really look at the trajectory of his career, yes, he wasn't that good when he first came out. He's definitely better than Tua, though. I would say he's better than Tua at that point.
Come on,
and then he has no. I'm talking about in the in the league.
Okay.
Like his first 2 years, I'd say he's better than Tua's first, or like how long?
Yeah.
And he gets AJ Brown. That thing comes in. They have that great season. They play the Chiefs. Whatever. All right. Then last year, right after his breakout year, he has a solid year where they tail out at the end, which is very concerning. To me, it's just a matter of when Jalen Hurts takes that jump. I'm expecting him as a player to take another jump and to reach, another level to where we can really say that he's top 5. It's just, is it going to be next year? Is it going to be this year? Is it going to be 2 years from now? Like that's
is Jalen Hurts at least McNabb in his prime?
No,
I think he can get
I was
there.
just comparable.
I think it's like sorry not to cut you off, Michael. But
no, you go. Yeah, it's all
when it comes to like teams and players, like we know that like a lot of times the further you get into the playoffs, the more likely you are to get hurt the next year because like the wear and tear and all that. So he's a physical quarterback, got all the way to the Super Bowl, was
solid,
very physical game,
mental.
And then next year he ended up getting hurt, and he played hurt. And he played the residual. I think he did get some surgery or some type in the offseason.
Had a great first 8 weeks.
Yeah. So but we also seen that like last season he was working with Tom Brady's quarterback coach, his throwing coach, and we did see like his throwing motion did get a little better. He didn't have that same like little hitch to it. He was reading through like he improved in certain areas.
And Lonnie, to that,
so I think
to that too, like I've seen Dak Prescott make improvements I never would have expected Dak Prescott to make. Well, who's to say Jalen Hurts can't improve in his footwork and his delivery? Like
but
that's another thing.
To your point,
it's another step.
What does history say about Jalen Hurts though? What does history say?
Every year that he's improved every year in some type of aspect.
That he's a great.
He's improved every year in some type of aspect.
I understand he's improving, but my take on this is if I see the Lions and I see the Eagles and I'm seeing them being in a little bit of a shootout, I'm going to trust Jared Goff more, who has playoff experience, who's been to a Super Bowl, who's been in spots before.
Yeah, I would trust him too.
Hurts has to.
I understand Jalen does.
I think that,
but Jared Goff has more experience than him, and Jared Goff I trust more in a shootout.
Jared Goff has.
But I'm gonna say this though.
I would agree with you, Brandon. But I think that Jalen Hurts has more upside than what Goff is right now. I think Jared.
That's fair. That's fair.
So I'm saying like, we see every year he's taking a step every year.
We also talk about the fact that Jalen Hurts has been a guy who, it is guys who played 12, 13 years in this league that would die for what Jalen Hurts has been put around him, dog. Like he does not have an excuse to where his team holds the gun on him. They make what you need. Offensive line, got it. You need to run a game, got it. You need some receivers, got it. They make sure the corners are bad last year. We draft 2 corners.
Bro, he's got 2 tackles, 2 guards. The only thing they're missing is
guys who, I'm not giving you no excuses. Whatever you need, I got it. And if I ain't got it, we're gonna have it next year. So he's one of the guys that we don't talk about the fact that he has a catered situation to where they want you to win so bad, my boy. They are loading you up. But whatever you need, if you need linebackers, we get them. If you need corners, we get them.
And still falling short.
We get them. You know, run game, we getting it. Whatever you need, nigga, we gonna get it for you.
I know. Hold on.
Eagles have not been doing Eagles did not do this. Yeah. If you've been watching the game, Eagles did not do this dominant that. Eagles have been cutting the check. They have literally been dropping the bank for Jalen Hurts. Not only his contract, but the teammates around him. They did not do that for Donovan McNabb. They did not do that.
That's fair.
They have been loose in this era.
I
agree
immediately. I agree that they've done a lot for Jalen Hurts.
Every year they get somebody where you be like, damn, where are you getting all this money from?
The funny thing about it, though, is that the 2 teams we're comparing them to have done the same thing for their quarterbacks. Jared Goff and Brock Purdy. But
Jared Goff has improved, though.
Jared Goff and Brock Purdy got
Jared Goff
has improved, too.
As much as last year. They've all done the same thing. They've all made
I agree.
And
I agree. Good point.
Like they've all done the same thing. There's really no. I'm gonna be honest. The fact that we're as confident in Brock Purdy to this point is very interesting to me. He's done the exact same thing Jalen Hurts has done.
And while I'm thinking about this,
but not as good in the Super Bowl.
While I'm thinking about this, you don't give Dak enough flack. I feel like I know he gets criticized, but he needs more criticism. Just for how badly he folds in the play. Why are you the only guy? And all these other guys are
100%.
under you, are supposedly under you. Tua, we talking Brock Purdy, we talking Jalen Hurts, we talking Jared Goff. All these guys are under you, but you the only one that doesn't seem to have some success in the playoffs, other than beating a washed Tom Brady. That's the only thing. Like you are. Dak Prescott needs we need to have a real conversation about how badly he plays in the playoffs.
Can I address that?
And when he's stat padding at the end when the game
But
is
he
already
also,
over.
Brandon, if we're doing that
Time
thing
out.
that you didn't like earlier, he's also been a guy that from the moment he touched that on that football field, he wasn't a guy.
You said
All
what?
right.
We're gonna have
to skirt past this because we got to go to the AFC North. So AFC North agenda.
Oh yeah, I forgot we get that.
Hefe or Mo, you guys can go first.
Every time we need these niggas to talk, they don't talk.
What happened?
Oh, what was the question?
Oh, my bad.
Every time we need these niggas to talk, they don't talk. But when somebody else
North.
talking, here they go.
AFC North. I was really gonna wait. Like, how long are you guys gonna just?
Y'all some counter punchers, I swear, boy. Y'all don't get no offense. Y'all just counter
Hey, B, I take that. I'll take that. I would definitely take that.
Y'all some counter punching motherfuckers, boy. I tell you. Go ahead.
Let me say this. Hey, Half Mo, what's your opinion?
AFC North?
AFC North, yeah, AFC North.
Just so you know, Mo, that's the Browns, the Bengals, the Ravens.
Yeah.
Okay.
Steelers.
I mean, it's a good conversation when you talk about Baltimore. When you talk about, I mean, the Bengals still have room to improve. I think the Steelers are a good conversation if they can figure out their quarterback situation and if Justin Fields is going to have time in the pocket.
Here we go.
Mo, I think your daughter wants to say something. We want to hear her opinion. What does she think about the NFC North? The AFC North.
My bad. That's my.
She's saying hi.
I think she
Shout
got.
out
I think
Mo's
Browns
daughter.
winning it all.
Shout out Mo's daughter.
I mean, I think that if they can get some time in the pocket over, I think Pittsburgh would be a topic of conversation. But I think it's Baltimore. I think Baltimore wins out that division. I think that they can be a topic when it comes to the playoffs. So
yeah, absolutely.
They are actually well-rounded. So
yeah,
I can say Baltimore wins out that division.
Yeah, with that defense and that running game is humming the way we think it's gonna hum, boy, they're gonna be burning the clock up. It's gonna be 2,000 again.
And they said
Derrick Henry is the X factor. We gotta hope he's still even 90% of what he was. But if he's still that guy, if Derrick Henry is still that dominant running back that we hope he is, they can absolutely be scary. With the read option, RPOs, all that stuff, they're gonna be killing people.
That whole line is still good. And you talking about Derrick Henry with that line and Lamar Jackson? If he your guy that when we up by 7, hey Derrick, you take the ball and you run this clock down so we'll get the ball back. It can get nasty. You do not want to deal with that Ravens defense and Derrick Henry in the fourth quarter. That's gonna be a rough
He's
game.
the X factor. He's the X factor. They need to depend on him. I actually think they need to take the load off. Pause. No, did he? They need to take the load off him, and not have him tote the rock so much in the regular season.
Well,
I think
they
need to
Mitchell.
save him for the playoffs. Yeah,
they still got Keenan Mitchell
with the Thunder that you don't want to tackle.
I think when it comes to the Ravens specifically, the difference between this team is they always need a power back because they're playing a lot of shotgun, doing a lot of read options out of shotgun. And if you're going to run shotgun, running a lot of power like offensive line stuff, not pulling, you need a power back. But now you have power back that, he's not the fastest, but he can stretch the field better than really any running back you've had with Lamar. I mean, Mark Ingram could stretch it a little bit, but I mean, right now, Derrick Henry's, better stretching the field than
And then
Mark
you got
Ingram.
Isaiah Likely and Andrews.
Right. I'm with you.
Ground and pound.
Lonnie, what is your AFC North agenda or hot take?
If it's going to be a hot take, I'll say if the stars align, the Browns could end up being in the AFC championship game. if the stars line.
Okay.
Because remember, they were doing pretty well with backed up quarterbacks and while losing Nick Chubb.
Right.
Nick Chubb is projected to start like somewhat early because like we've seen videos of him squatting 400 or 500 already, so he's getting there.
Which is crazy, bro.
Deshaun Watson before he got hurt started like those two games.
The last game especially.
Yeah, the last game especially. You saw the rust falling off. Like you saw like those last two games, he was playing really well. The game before that, he went on a 14 for 14 run, and he was just destroying the defense. It was beautiful.
Who are we talking about?
Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson.
Yeah. So it's like if the rust is finally off for Deshaun Watson, Nick Chubb comes back with that rest of the run game. I think they got Kareem Hunt back and Jacob Ford.
Jerome
Amari Cooper. Jerry Jeudy has a fresh start, so maybe he'll help.
I think Njoku top 10 running back this year.
Dude, I think Jerry Jeudy's stock is up.
Njoku.
David Njoku,
Njoku was a dog too, even after getting burned last year and all that other stuff. So
stock is up with Jerry.
Yeah, but Massage Watson is that X factor. We talking about Derrick Henry being an X factor. Massage Watson is that X factor. Can he at least be? Can he at least be decent enough to get those?
Be diabolical, bro.
Yeah, if he plays
like diabolical before he did. I'm sorry, but
if
he plays like those last two games, it's a wrap. I'm sorry. Like if Deshaun Watson is back in any sense, if Deshaun Watson's a top 12 quarterback this year, they can go to the AFC Championship game.
He won't be. He won't be.
I'm saying if he can do it.
Lonnie, do you see
I can see it being the top
teams being in the playoff for the AFC North this year? Because if the Browns do make the playoffs, that would either mean the Bengals get in or they don't get it. So barring Joe Burrow healthy, obviously we're not going to talk about the injury factor, but you think that there's potential to have 3 teams in that division this year?
I have questions.
For sure.
I have some questions about the Bengals defense. So I wouldn't be surprised. And I also don't trust their run game right now. I'm sorry.
Yeah, me neither. The Bengals got some holes.
Zach Moss is their running back. Yeah, I don't trust him as a number one. Like he's solid as a number.
Split with Chase Brown, who showed some flaws.
I don't trust it. I don't trust it.
He doesn't. He's going to the Colts
I thought because Zach Moss was a solid number 2, but I don't think he was a good enough to be in the
He can be a 1 with a
when
good
Jonathan Taylor was not playing. Zach Moss was going absolutely crazy.
That's because of the old line. That's not because of him.
Offensive line, though. If you have a bad offensive line with Zach Moss as your 1, there's going to be problems.
You still can't undercut that Zach Moss was having 100+ yards.
I remember.
I thought Zach Moss was.
He was on one of my fantasy teams.
We've been for real. Zach Martin, nigga, the running back, guys. Come on, what are we doing?
He's solid.
That's what I just said. That's what I just said.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Joe Mixon.
Yeah. So I have questions about the Bengals defense and their running game.
And the Bengals don't run the ball that much anyway.
That's the narrative that I kind of want to.
Aim Mims already got hurt. Their offensive tackle that they just drafted, he already got hurt.
Oh no!
That's the narrative that I want to push with this.
So I don't know how many weeks he's gonna miss. I don't know how long he's hurt for, but I know that he was out for.
My take on the Bengals.
Wait.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Let me look up.
Oh, yeah. I was just gonna speak on the Bengals real quick. It's just like I understand they made the Super Bowl. And, they drafted Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow. But how much credit are we giving them when Joe Burrow literally pretty much pleaded with them to draft him? And, my whole point of bringing this up is they made to the Super Bowl one time, okay, on the back of Joe Burrow and Zach McPherson in a solid defense, right? And obviously Jamar. But
and Andrew Whitworth.
When it comes to everything else, and especially the needs that they've had for the last 4 years, what have they done?
They haven't filled them.
Implement anything, and that's why to me it's like, all right, so we're coming in this season, and like if everything goes perfect, yeah, we could make the playoffs. But even if everything goes perfect, there's a good chance you get 3rd seed because the Browns have a great defense. You don't have an offensive line, so what if Joe Burrow gets hurt? Because Joe Burrow, if Joe Burrow had a consistent run game. If Joe Burrow had a consistent run game, bro, it would be dead over. But the fact that he doesn't, they
don't run the ball. They make Joe Burrow's short game the same way New Orleans did with Drew Brees. They make that their running game.
Right.
Yeah, I also want to be very clear. Like we're saying, I feel like we don't remember or just are not understanding like what Joe Burrow did when he was healthy.
Right.
Because I was
he was number 2 for me.
Yeah,
Tebow
I have
was
a
number 2.
friend. He's a Bengals fan. He's a Joe Burrow.
Timothy.
And just like how we praise Mahomes because he deserves it, when
We
Joe
gotta
Burrow
praise-
is healthy, when
We got
Joe
to praise
Burrow is
Joe
healthy,
Burrow
It has
too.
nothing to do with
when
Joe
he
Burrow.
is healthy,
He's number 2 for.
He's
he's
the
number
only one
two.
that can beat him.
he's in the
Here's-
AFC Conference Championship every single year. He's healthy.
Wait,
So-
can I
Joe Burrow is the level of quarterback where
Mhm.
he doesn't need a perfect team
I know.
to
Riddell,
win
Riddell,
games. Because we
Riddell,
saw last year, because you guys are saying all this about all the holes. We saw last year before he got injured, they were going on a crazy win streak.
I know.
We saw what they were.
He's good, man. He's
Right,
so
right,
They
he don't make
crushed the
mistakes.
49ers.
No,
They
he really is like a little Brady, dog. He don't make
Yeah,
mistakes.
so-
Right. Can
They
I
just
Dots you.
really
He
need.
just dots you up.
just let me finish? What
He
I was
on
saying?
one
do
leg.
that.
He was
Let
doubling
me-
niggas
Just let me
up.
finish.
Earl, let him
Wait,
go, let him go,
wait,
let him go, let him go. Go
I
ahead,
got
go
you
ahead.
after. You go
Yeah,
after
that's
me.
okay,
I
go
just wanted to finish what I was saying. My
Go
whole point is, yes, I'm totally in agreement with you, Riddell. That's a great point that you brought up. That is a total possibility. But it's just the fact of if Joe Burrow gets hurt, now there's problems because we've seen the problems. If he gets hurt and his ankle gets hurt,
he's hurt.
I know, but imagine if they had a consistent run game and they had, let's say you trade T. Higgins or something, or T. Higgins leaves, and then you get a consistent offensive line with Jamar Chase. Now, when Joe Burrow's hurt, you can rely on that a little bit more.
Oh.
When he's injured, he has to still do so much for them to win with the short passing and getting out of the
But
pocket.
that's all the
And he's
elite
just
quarterbacks,
there.
though. They all need to be healthy for the team to be a contender. They
Well,
all.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
but the Chiefs have more of a consistent offensive line.
No,
Obviously, they
the
don't have
Chiefs
the
won't be
weapons,
anything if
but they have a
Mahomes
way
is
better
not.
run game. But their run game always works in critical situations.
Absolutely.
You say that, but their run
Absolutely.
game it doesn't involve in deep runs, but it's always consistent. That's what I'm talking about. They don't
Same
need
with
to
the
have the
Bengals.
best run game. They need
But
to have a
you
solid
can say the
offensive
same thing with
line.
the Bengals.
Yeah,
If,
the O line
if they're
good for the Bengals,
healthy
they all right.
and their passing game is working, they have a consistent run game. But if Joe Burrow gets injured and the offense and the passing game isn't the same, now you can kind of box up on that run. That's where the questions are.
But wait, do we like the Bengals offense? I mean defense?
Here's mine.
I don't hate it. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. It's fine.
Here's my take on the Bengals, and you brought the defense.
They won even when they were sketchy.
Yeah, they have really
They
good
won
solid
what?
point.
They won games even when they were sketchy, bro. Even look when they went to the Super Bowl, bro, against LA.
That defense wasn't a bad defense when they went to Super Bowl though.
Bro, but you.
But this defense isn't bad now. They have 3 good corners in Mike.
They only
Gibson
lost
and-
DJ Reader. They
and-
just lost DJ Reader.
Yeah,
Mike
they have
Henson
good-
on 5'8" ass.
Let Brandon finish. We keep
They
on cutting
have
stuff out.
Mike Henson, a good slot corner, and they have Taylor Britt, who's an ascending corner as well, and he's pretty good too. And they have a solid D line. Like their D line is pretty solid. So they have some pieces on defense to, they're good
Who on that
enough to
D-line
keep.
other than Trey.
Yeah, I was just about
Trey Hendrickson.
Yeah, Trey Day. Whoever
Sam
Trey.
Hubbard's all right.
Trey Hen-
Yeah, Sam Hubbard is pretty nice.
Yeah. Sam Hubbard's also pretty good. They have pieces on their
This
team.
ain't Geno Atkins, Carlos Dunlap, and Michael Johnson.
We
Of
know.
course it's not. But what I'm saying is they're comparable guys, though. They're comparable guys. They have pass rush by committee kind of thing. They're comparable guys.
Okay. I hear you say comparable, but when it comes to that division of long, we're talking about the Ravens, the Browns, and we're talking about those good old Steelers.
Yeah,
But
so
Joe
who
Burrow,
do they
Joe
beat?
Burrow,
Who do they
Joe
beat
Burrow
between
is a
the
comparable
Bengals?
quarterback to
Not the
keep them in
Bengals.
games.
Who
You
do
said
they
what?
beat between? Who do they beat faster between the Steelers and the
Browns and Ravens. There you go.
Well,
They can
be
absolutely-
better than all of them.
They can be better than the. They can better be the. They can better be the.
Is it because Joe Burrow's that good?
The Steelers and the.
Yes.
You said what?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got what you're
Yes,
saying.
he's an elite.
Well, the Steelers got a new
Elite
quarterback situation. They got to get situated.
I think if the stars align, the Browns could get in the AFC Championship. But at the same time, the Bengals are still. It's not to say the
Right.
Bengals aren't a
They're
good
still
team.
legit.
I just
Yeah.
think that the
Yeah.
Browns overall, in totality, might be a better team this year.
Which I'm not mad at, but here's my agenda. My agenda is this is the first year in Mike Tomlin's entire career he'll have a losing season this year with Russell Wilson or Justin Fields as quarterback
Yeah, I forgot
this
to say
year.
Well, Kenny Pickett was pretty bad last year, and they still
Yeah.
managed to.
And somehow
They
Oh,
at
no.
least 9-8.
and somehow they're going to be worse than last year.
No,
I don't
no,
know.
no, no,
Dude,
no.
you
What were
cannot
they?
talk
What?
about them winning games.
It's
You can't
crazy.
talk about them winning games when mostly everybody in that division has an elite pass rush. and they don't even have enough to help him during the preseason. They couldn't even protect Wilson or Justin Fields. He had to run.
Mo, you spin facts.
Either one of them protected.
They be getting sacked all jump. They both been sacked.
But Mo, also to add to that, Kenny Pickett made that offense a bottom 5 offense. And I think they were the worst offense in the league, honestly. They were unwatchable at times. They were that bad.
Yeah, I agree.
They were very bad as an offense.
Kenny Pickett was unwatchable.
Yeah. I'm saying he made that offense. I just said that. He made that offense unwatchable. He made that offense so bad. They were the worst offense in the league last year.
Yeah, but he literally only got drafted because of that fake slide move, bro.
They did have 2 good receivers last year.
Yeah. Fryer move. I know he's a good tight end. George Pickens is an ascending wide receiver, amazing catchability, amazing catch radius. His route running is getting better. He's a great after the catch guy. I understand that. And they have Russell Wilson and Justin Fields are both better upgrades than Kenny Pickett. I don't care who starts. They're both better than Kenny Pickett. So, in my opinion. I think they will win more games.
So
absolutely.
I want to articulate this because this is what matters. Because I do agree at the end of the day, unironically, that the Steelers, you could argue, is a better overall constructed team. But that doesn't necessarily mean you'll win games because the rest of the AFC, the teams that you're going to be facing this year, are also better. So the question is, are the teams that you're facing more or better than you became this offseason? And Browns with Deshaun, yes. Ravens for sure, yes. As long as Joe Burrow is healthy, yes. And then that's not even counting the Jets. Of course, the Dolphins and the Bills exist. I don't even know what division that they're facing, but they're probably going to face mostly AFC teams. And depending on their division, depending on what other division that they're facing, if it's an NFC team, will also determine a lot in terms of how many wins. Because if they get the NFC North, you got to play the NFC North 4 times in the season. Yeah. So I'll check the schedules in a second, but I think overall the NFL is more talented, and I hope the quarterbacks that were injured last year are not injured this year.
Riddell, I'm gonna have to agree with Riddell 100% here, and the reason why is strictly because of the quarterback play. I like George Pickens. I like the defense is good. But when I look at how they got to their record last year, it's a lot of teams that aren't very good. They beat the Bengals, obviously, and they beat the Ravens a couple times. But, they lost to a team like the Cardinals. Like, this team also had some bad losses last year. And, to me, it's just like I see these other teams, as Rizzo's saying, getting better, giving you clues to the point of like, I see this team being better, like offensively. Like when it comes to the direction of Pittsburgh, I don't see their offense being, that much of an improvement to the point where they are actually considerable for a playoff spot this year. I just don't see it.
I do. I think they get good enough to be considered for a playoff spot. For one, we was just
in the league. Like if they
I mean, dog. If you get behind that line and you go read option with Justin Fields,
then the Steelers.
What? What did you say?
I'm being honest. I think honestly, the Raiders have a better chance of making it than the Steelers right now.
Mo, to your point, and Hefe, this is directed towards you. I'm gonna let you cook after this, but I just wanted to ask this question. Like, what is that much of the difference compared to the Bears last year to this Steelers team right now? When you look at the weapons, George Pickens or DJ Moore, like which defense? Like both defenses are good. So like to me, like the dream is that you can run read option and then, you have plays for play action for Fields where he can stretch the field for George Pickens. But if you can't do the intermediate stuff in the short game good enough, that stuff's gonna get shut down.
All right,
I feel that. I understand that. I mean, George Pickens is a gifted guy. He has well assured hands. He's gifted at that. So, of course, in any situation, you could take George Pickens over that. But at the same time, man, he still it makes that team a conversation. So DJ Moore and Caleb Williams together, I think they have something special. If DJ Moore can get separation and he doesn't get hurt, on the back end of the season when they need him most, I think they're going to be a very serious team.
All right. Well, that's all we got for the main football conversation. Early wanted to do this live on the podcast, so we drafted our under 25 players to form two teams, the AFC and NFC team, and now they put it in Madden 24.
Hey.
Madden 24, and we're about to see a simulation of the two players. So that's all on early. And it's his fault. What are you looking at 24, by the way?
Oh, my God. This is, hey.
Oh,
way to sell your own guy under the bus, man. That's crazy. We're on the same team there, buddy.
Also, shout out my guy here, Tua. My Polynesian brother.
Man, whatever. All right, so how you gonna do it, Overdue?
I mean, you have the console. It's already up.
All right, bet. Say less. Give me a
So
second.
is Riddell your favorite player besides Patrick Mahomes? Or is Riddell? Sorry,
What?
is Tua your
Riddell
favorite
is his
player?
favorite player.
I messed up the
Oh,
name,
for
but
sure.
Is Tua your favorite player outside of Patrick Mahomes?
Hell no. I only support Tua because he's Polynesian.
Oh. Who's your second favorite player outside of Patrick Mahomes?
Second favorite player, Saquon. Or no. It's
What
Odell.
quarterback? What quarterback? Is it Kirk?
Second favorite quarterback.
Kirk?
Second favorite quarterback. Hey, low key might be. It might be Kirk. I'm not gonna lie.
I was gonna say, but I mean, I feel like it'd have to be Kirk.
Yeah,
Kirk Cousins?
Yeah, I think he gets a little too much disrespect.
How long have you been watching? Have you been watching Kirk since the Redskins days?
Of course not. The only reason why I started liking Kirk is because I watched quarterback, and I started.
He did have. He had
really?
one of
Because I used to watch Kirk so much back in the day when he played with the football team. My bad, man.
No, you good. But 4,000 y'all seasons. I mean, he had some pretty possessive wide receivers. I'd say it's pretty easy, and they actually had an offensive line.
Yeah.
He actually scratch that. My second favorite quarter is not Kirk. It's Kirk could be third. My second is Matthew Stafford for sure.
Yeah, I could agree with that. I can agree with that.
Stafford.
Staff is gold. You see, CJ Stroud said Staff is his favorite quarterback. He said Staff would be like
it's crazy. So many players are talking.
Caleb Williams said that he's the second best.
So really,
he said Aaron.
It's like that Paul George talk.
Well, we're right around that time now where these guys are all of the guys coming in are my age. So they all watch those guys mainly when they were young. You know what I'm saying? I'm the same age as CJ Stroud basically. So right when we were 5 or 6 because that's when I started watching football. Matt Stafford just came into the league.
And because Matthew Stafford's a dog, man. I think people are getting to recognize, man.
I'm just glad he got out of Detroit. Detroit now would be cool, but who knows if he'd even be around.
Mike, you have no idea how hard I had to defend Matthew Stafford when he was on the Lions, bro. Everybody told me he was trash, and now I love that
he was good
everybody's jumping on the bandwagon now. Oh, Matthew Stafford's good. You have no idea how many years I had to defend that man when he was on the Lions.
Brandon,
it was
tiring. We talk about it all the time.
It was tiring. I don't care enough about that, man. He was good. He was a good player. You can see it.
Well, he was even with the situation being bad, he was
you can see it. He was good. I had to defend for years that man, bro. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, and obviously you had Calvin, but when that's really all you have,
that's all people say.
So
all he does is throw to Calvin. All he does is throw to Calvin.
Should we do 6-minute quarters?
Yeah.
I had 8 minutes. 6-minute quarters.
Yeah, definitely less than that, for sure.
6 is kind of perfect. 6 is kind of perfect.
Yeah, we'll go 6.
All right, so
that's why I played him. And before y'all go, man, 24. Oh my God. Yeah, okay, we get it. It came out last year. It was great. I mean, last week. My God.
Bro, this old technology is hurting my eyes, man.
Oh my God.
Hey man.
Damn.
That is disgusting.
A week old, boy, I tell you.
All right, so this guy, everybody knows we have the under 25 squad, so it would be the Bears versus the Colts. Versus the Texans. So the Bears, mute your mic, Mo, please. So the Bears have Caleb Williams, Bijan Robinson, Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb, Puka at tight end, Kyler Pitts. We have Christian Wirtz at left tackle, Tyler Smith at left guard. At center, we have Drew Delman. At right guard, we have Steve Avila. At right tackle, we have Penei Sewell. Who dogs? At left end, we have Aiden Hutchinson. At right end, we have Michael Parsons. At DT, Jalen Carter. At linebacker, Thibodeau. Quay Walker at middle. And on the right side, Ivan Pace. The linebackers are disgusting. Then we have Trayvon Diggs, Jalen Johnson, and Devin Witherspoon at your corners. At free safety, we swapped out Branch because Riddell told us a lie. Xavier McKinney is 25.
The internet told you a lie. Don't blame me.
And we went Hufanga. We went Hufanga with your kickers at Brandon Aubrey and your punter at Jake Camarada, whatever his name is. We have CeeDee Lamb returning the ball. We have, of course, Bijan Robinson as your back. Your slot receiver is Puka. Your slot corner is Devin Witherspoon. And then we have the Texans, who are the AFC team. CJ Stroud. We have a running back, Breece Hall. At receiver, we have Jamar Chase, Garrett Wilson, and Tank Dell. At tight end, Brock Bowers. Rashad Slater at left tackle, at left guard, Tyler Linder. At center, Creed Humphrey, Creed RG, Trey Smith. And at your right tackle, Joe Alt. At left end, we have Greg Russo. At right end, we have Will Anderson. At DT, we have Christian Barmore. Outside left is Phillips. Your middle is Patrick Queen. And your right is Jeremiah Owuzu. At corner, you have Sauce, Patrick Surtain, and Trent McDuffie. Your free safety is Javon Holland. And your that backfield is disgusting. Kyle Hamilton at your strong safety. At kick return, you have Tank Dell. At your slot receiver, you have Tank Dell. At your slot corner, of course, the best at it, Trent McDuffie. This is on all Madden. We will be playing 6-minute quarters. Clear weather. We will go. We had coaches. What were the coaches we had? I don't remember. Yeah, I know it was
Shane Steichen and
Sean McVay. Yeah,
and Sean McVay. Cool, perfect.
Do we want to put any friendly bets on which side's going to win?
I mean, I think AFC is going to win. I'm not going to lie. Wait, what's Caleb Williams rated in this game?
What we betting?
75.
What's CJ Stroud?
It could be anything.
Is it 82 or 83?
CJ Stroud's like 82.
Honestly, I think AFC is going to
win. It's a video game, so I'm not betting money. But
absolutely not.
We do a friendly bet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think AFC will win.
We'll let the Texans be at home because they're the older team.
I'm not betting your money if I'm simulating for a Madden game. I'm not doing that.
Absolutely. No. Especially if I'm not playing.
Gambler.
If I ain't playing, I'm definitely not doing it.
But we could do something.
Yeah, no bull B.
If my team wins and Early's team loses, then he has to come on here and say Patrick Mahomes is the GOAT. You know, something like that. You know.
Facts. That's a good one.
So we'll go with the Rams offense.
He's picking playbooks. Okay.
Why am I missing the Rams? Where are the Rams?
LAR.
Ooh, Shane. Ooh, CJ Stroud and Shane Steichen offense.
And then we'll go. Who else? Shane Steichen?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Colts. Cool. We'll come in the middle here. Ugh. The Bears are 68 and Texas are 73. Oh. Texas over weather, clear, perfect. And let's get this game going.
How about this? The winner gets to choose what tape we watch because we've been talking about this for so long. The winning side.
This nigga Prodigy said this old as fuck. Bro, come on.
It's 24, by the way.
Why you being an asshole about this? Oh my God. This old as fuck. This shit came out last week, bro. Oh, damn.
There's going to be no audio, so we're going to have to kind of fill in the blank.
Damn, no audio? Damn,
let's provide commentary. This
really is old as fuck. Commentary.
I can't
I'll be Jim Nance. No. Let me be that annoying motherfucker, Colin. No, not Colin. What's his name?
Why don't you be Joe Buck, man?
No, not Joe Buck. What's the other dude? Jim Nance and who else?
Colin Chris Collinsworth.
Collinsworth, yeah, I'll be Collinsworth.
I hate him.
He just be
I'll be
glazing
John
everybody.
Madden.
But let's not
Michael.
talk about what Chris Collinsworth did back in the day.
I'll be John Madden. You can be
That's
Al
like
Michael.
a random thing to bring up.
Yeah, but it's the only thing I think about.
Fantasy football is around the corner. Are we doing a fantasy league?
Yeah,
We should do a fantasy league. Why
I'll
would we
open
not
one
do
up.
it?
I don't want to, man. I'm already in one, and I don't want to do another one. Dog, I
What?
did two last year. It was too much, bro.
Two football fantasy leagues are too much for you, B?
I did it last year, bro. That joke was annoying, man. I kept forgetting stuff. I mean, I won both of them, but still.
It's not like you're doing
but still, it was too
basketball,
much.
bro. It's not basketball or baseball that like happens every
Don't pressure
day.
me in this shit, please. Don't pressure
Bro,
me.
just do it. Why not?
Oh, Brandon the chicken.
Bro, we have a
I'm too
show
skilled
and
for
you're
y'all
not-
anyway. Please,
You're
just
not
don't
gonna.
do this.
You're not gonna be on the
Skill for
fantasy.
who?
I will cook, bro.
I would
cook.
win that
I
league.
know.
Dude, let's put money in this league then. If we're gonna,
Guys. Every
you're scared, B.
Every single time I play fantasy football, I win the whole thing. Come on, guys.
All right, well then
That's
let's do
what
it.
they
So
all
do I.
say.
That's because you never played with me, bro.
Because you
I've
never-
only played 4 times, I think. Yeah, I've only played 4 times. I'm not a seasoned vet or anything. I haven't played all these years or whatever, but I only played 4 times.
Yeah, so let me teach you what an ass whooping's like.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Come on, bro.
This is what y'all all say, man.
How are we gonna have a football show and not have a fantasy league? That makes no sense. It just doesn't add up.
We definitely need one for the pod.
Caleb Williams is that bat, baby. Let's see what he does. I agree.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like the corners are gonna lock up for a little bit.
Oh,
Not
yeah,
the
they're
whole
gonna
game,
strap.
but I
It
feel
don't
like
matter. He gonna have all day to pass, bro.
we'll see. We'll see.
Hey, why they stand like that?
He said Miles Garrett.
Oh, that run game.
Oh, good Lord. Come on, man.
First run, first down.
Bijan.
No,
Yeah,
we got-
Bijan nasty. That you see how big of a hole he had? That is
What you
great.
doing?
That's a
we gotta-
Madden goal right there.
Our faces got to be in it.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Oh,
This
good.
guy's so corny.
We like that. Good stuff. For
Golly,
sure.
man.
This is the podcast's reaction. They have to see our faces. We're not a commentary channel with no face cam.
This guy, I tell you.
All right. I also want to determine the sides. I'm team NFC because
Well,
Caleb.
can you play?
Yeah, I'm NFC too.
What's going on?
I'm trying to maneuver the stream.
First down to Jefferson, to Al Jefferson. Jefferson, I mean, that's Al Jefferson.
He said Al Jefferson.
That's a hell of a pass.
Boy, you think it was football?
Dot,
I mean,
Daddy!
basketball?
Hey, where's the pressure from the AFC, bro? Where's the pressure?
Daddy!
That's the only
really got
problem.
bad.
They don't have no.
I'm about to say, we own the NFC own the trenches, low key, on both
Yeah, the
sides.
trenches.
Yeah, they
and
do.
I'm here, by the way. I just like to have no white splatter all over my on the screen. I ain't doing
All
it.
right. This don't
Bruh, Bijan is
6-0.
killing him, bruh.
Here, Lonnie. Golly.
So are we making bets? Like what's the word?
I'm going NFC out the whole time. So
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm a
Yeah, I'm going with NFC too.
I think
Especially
I'm
after these first couple of drives, I'm not doing this. Nah.
So
I ain't
3
gonna
said
lie.
NFC, 4 said NFC.
I got NFC.
Yeah, I'll be different. I'll say AFC.
and the receivers are just goaded. Like, it's a boy.
Man, why is he having all this time? Like we ain't got no good corners on that job.
46 on pitch is so nasty. 46 on pitch is so nasty. It's disgusting.
Yo, if the AFC wins, you gotta watch Drake London tape.
Yeah, where them corners at? What them all them damn X factors at corner? Where the corners
Come on
at?
now,
man?
what the hell? They should be
Where's
strapping them right
Stingley?
now.
Is Stingley on there?
Nah, we ain't put Stingley on there. Come on now. Not over Patrick Surtain and them. Come on now.
Hell of a hit. Ugh.
There we go.
Caleb could
That's what
throw
I wanna
an
see.
interception right now.
How old is Pat?
He's like 27.
Pat's 28 or something. No, he's 28.
Oh, 28.
Yeah, he's 28.
Wait, he's
Ain't
been
nobody-
in the league for like 7.
Ain't nobody doing this. We gonna start.
No, me
simulating
and Pat
shit
is the
when we
same
have
age.
Guys.
All right, Caleb snaps the ball.
Ooh.
Golly,
damn.
man.
Damn.
Golly, man.
Hey, Caleb, he's 75, by the way. Daddy, no.
He still has,
he
like,
ain't a
90
superstar, nothing. He ain't got
He
no
still has, like,
bags.
90
Dotting.
He
75
still
rate.
has, like, he still
Hey
has, like,
man,
94
that
profile.
dude Kyle Pitts is about to do some crazy stuff on the Falcons, like I've been
Dude,
saying.
also
man.
Caleb's arm in real life is so crazy. It's actually like makes no sense. Like,
No,
he's like
they just
6'2".
ran all over them, bro. They're doing what they want out there. Running a train on the AFC.
Bro, I feel like for some reason,
That was wide open.
CJ
Hey,
Stroud
Brandon,
isn't as good
we
in Madden
said
as
me
he
and
should be.
Hefe said it, dog. That old line is nasty. That's a hell of an old line.
I never say you didn't.
Renee Sue and Tristan Wirfs, the trenches matter. Y'all talking about the skill players.
Hey, don't worry. The AFC about to come back and score a
Hey,
touchdown.
the AFC is gonna be all good. Come on,
just as easily. We ain't worried about it.
BJ Robinson belongs in the Chicago jersey. No, I'm playing.
Nasty.
no, he should be in the A. He's a good running back. They just need to.
All right, I'm about to see that dog, CJ Stroud.
Let's see it. Y'all receiving core ain't that good either, but our corners are as good as y'all corners.
I feel like CJ Stroud isn't.
If AFC corners got cooked, then the NFC corners get cooked too.
I forget who the AFC
Michael Parsons and Aiden Hutchinson might have, and Jalen Carter might have something to say about that.
Wait, who do we have on online? Right? Who am I thinking of?
Joe Tooney, Creed Humphrey.
Some guys.
They're fine.
They're
fine. They're fine.
Okay. Well, not a better O-line, but like a better overall O-line. Because no one on y'all O-line is under 80, like 84.
We're about to take it to the house right now. I can't wait for the new special team rules. We don't have to worry about the kickoff rules in the NFL in the regular season. People are about to get so strategic.
I see a lot more people scoring. I see more high-scoring games because of that.
That's a good thing because everybody wants to just like touchback. It's shit boring. Nobody wants to see that. Making ideal.
Wait, he's an 80? What the hell? I thought he was an 80.
Yeah, he's not as good in Madden as he should be.
Do y'all think the new kickoff is better than how it was?
Yeah. Nobody returned the ball.
I have to see it. I personally don't like it.
Yeah, they were just letting kick it out of bounds every time. It was getting annoying.
Yeah. So in the new rules, if you kick it at a certain place, they have to return the ball.
All right, what we got?
Hand it to Brees right off rip. Oh, no it.
Like that. Love that.
4 yards, getting comfortable.
4 yards to carry, that's a touchdown.
Ufunga always in there.
Yeah, he's what's the word?
He talking about some Prodigy said it's in the new Madden. What an asshole.
Fact.
What an asshole this guy is.
Yeah. Ufunga again?
Y'all ain't got it in this shit.
Like that.
Rob Bowers, I need you to break that.
He's a pup.
See, if this is the new Madden, he would have broke it.
We ain't got no stars on defense. We got 3 stars on defense.
Your whole defensive line is stars.
Come on, stop them. Come on, stop. Get it there.
There we go.
Where you
First
at,
down.
Ufunga? Damn.
First down.
This joke about to be 100 to 100.
That was 6-minute quarters. The quarter was over with. 100 is funny.
Oh, shotgun. What we doing?
Well, Garrett Wilson. Oh, come on.
That was Garrett Wilson, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh,
I have a feeling this is gonna be like 80 to fucking 80 or some shit like that.
Donnie.
I don't like
I thought the AFC defense gonna be better than this because them corners. There's a lot of stars. They literally have all X factors.
Well, they just got ran on the whole last drive. So I mean,
they have 2 of the best corners in the league of the entire league. Patrick Surtain and Saul. So yeah.
Bro, RPO is so cheese in Madden too. Like you could run a whole game if you really wanted to.
Oh no, yeah, you could kill people with RPOs.
If you use Mike McDaniel's playbook and just use, there's so many. It's funny how many RPOs.
Oh, God, dog. You could have broke.
Breathe like you about to be gone.
Yeah, that was dangerous.
Both the linebacker cores. I ain't gonna lie, both the linebacker cores are ass. That's why they're running game. Like they have once they get past the first the trenches, both the linebackers suck on both sides. Literally, the teams were a 68 and a 73 rating. These are not good teams.
The hardest running backs I face on Madden, bro, is Isaiah Pacheco and Brees, dog. I cannot stop them for some reason. I don't know why.
Hutchinson, whatever his name, Hutchinson.
Because Brees has like 90, it's like 93 agility or something.
Yeah. Isaiah Pacheco is crazy, dog. He breaks every tackle I fucking go against him. It's insane. I can't stand it, bro.
Yeah.
Who's the X factor on the receiving end? 83.
Is it
The one and
Isn't
only
that
Jamar Chase.
Is it? Oh no, that's Jamar.
Jamar 25.
Jamar Chase. Yep. He's like an 80, like a 95 rating or something.
That makes sense.
Rightfully so.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they're just giving that ball to Brees.
Sheesh.
Let Brees cook, baby.
I like Brees with that 28 on his back. I hate.
I
that
mean, when you got
Brees
Breeze winning the ball, if you ain't getting hurt, wouldn't you?
that number he was in real life is trash.
Huh?
The number that Brees was in real life is trash. I hate that. Oh,
He got all types of time too.
Man, that's all. Oh, injury. Trey Smith, guard.
Y'all put injuries on here. Come on, really?
I did not realize.
Why did you do that?
I did not realize.
You doing that? Come on, bro.
I did not
Man,
realize
24
injuries, so I swear I did.
24 got the worst injuries ever, bro. Come on,
I
man.
did not realize. Damn it! I didn't know they were gonna do injuries, man.
Man, you fucked this all up.
Bro, franchise mode in Madden is so annoying.
It's so no, I take it off every time.
No,
I
you
don't
have
even
to
use
you
it.
have to go to the weekly like training and then knock every single position to like split for practice, or they all get tired by like week like 12.
Yeah, I'm not doing
You're
that.
just playing like in the playoffs. You're just playing with empty stamina. It's like
Uh-oh.
the first time I played that, I actually got so triggered and I couldn't figure out why.
Bro, my
Yeah.
first
It was
preseason
so long.
game, I lost 2 people for the rest of the season.
All right.
Well, I never.
AFC, it's time to lock in third down, 3rd and 11.
Bro, come on, baby. This is CJ Stroud would make this play in real life. Like if he doesn't, like I don't know what's going on. Come on, bro.
With this team, yeah, of course.
Like, bruh, what do we?
Who the hell's he throwing it to? God,
Yeah, like what are we doing? When has CJ Stroud ever made a pass?
Jamar just got locked up by Jalen Johnson. That's what's happened.
could never happen.
Dog.
Could never.
What?
Jalen Johnson
is
is
not
him,
strapping
bro.
Jamar Chase, man. I'm sorry. He ain't that
Jalen
good.
Johnson is him.
He's him, but he ain't strapping Jamar though. That ain't happening.
Jamar is
3.
double him. No, I'm kidding.
All right.
Can't believe Jamar's
Team AFC needs to stop him now.
To the way they was looking, man, I don't know.
Hey, man, chop block Caleb.
Who shot in the stands? She fine.
Hilarious. That's so funny. For a video game, it's hilarious.
It's an NPC.
But boy, my man be a freak, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, why you playing them games like Tekken and stuff? Boy, hey, listen, some of them girls, the way they used to make their bodies move. Hey, man.
Bro, you're
It's a lot of titty.
wild.
It's a lot of titty.
Oh,
A
boy,
lot of titty. Yo, fam.
Right back.
City Lamb keep returning. It's so nasty.
I'm telling you, that's disgusting. That would never happen.
Well, not
wouldn't
now.
touch special
He's getting
teams.
like 100.
I'm about to say his rookie year. Did he return his rookie year? No.
Yeah, because he was the third option still in the slot, so it didn't
Yeah,
matter.
dude.
Now he's
No,
like
when you
130.
important, you are not playing special teams ever. That's not happening.
Yeah, CD's
I
actually.
mean, but when Daz was number 1, but still keep returning. So I don't know about that.
CD's weird because it's like
No, he was
super
punt returning. He wasn't
athletic.
kick returning.
CD's mad athletic, but he's also so smooth. You don't really realize how athletic he truly is until like you watch like the tape and you're like,
Oh boy, here he
shit.
go. Here he go.
W Glaze.
With the glaze.
No, that's actually facts though.
Right on.
That's actually you could call it glaze. I don't care.
Right on
You guys just hate Dallas.
As y'all hate,
Like,
right on
it's so
cue.
crazy. I swear to God, there's not a team
Right on
I
cue to
hate
CD
more
Lamb.
than anybody.
Open your own Krispy Kreme, buddy. All right, we get it. Shit.
Hilarious.
All right, bud.
I'm fucking with you.
Don't let me get in that ring, bro.
Hey, this nigga Caleb is dotting.
No, he's killing the man.
How tall are
Come on
you?
now.
You said what?
How
It's
tall
because
are
he's
you?
auto-generated. This is not the real Caleb, man.
I'm 5'9.5".
What's your weight class?
175. Sorry, 176.
You're 175 and 5'9". That's kind of crazy. Like I'm 5'11". I swear, like
Walk around weight. I'm 182, but
I
yeah.
could fight at like I swear I could fight at like 155 because I like can't if I'm bigger than 175, like I'm like overweight.
Ooh, Kyler
I'd have
Pitt
to pack on a
dropping
ton of
passes.
Oh, you going off the little BMI stuff or whatever?
Oh, Hamilton hit him? Okay.
No, I'm just saying like in general.
Finally
Like,
playing some defense.
if I wanted to get like bulk to 180, I have to like
They about to run the ball now. Watch.
go crazy with eating. Like I
Yeah,
couldn't just
yeah,
get there like naturally and like be in shape.
Nah, that would take some time.
Or just take roids, but I'm not about to do that.
Oh, Waddle. What?
Caleb throwing.
No, they got Caleb. Yo, Caleb to be a 75. First of all, it's no pressure. How you miss that throw?
Well, also, why is CJ starting 82? Like that's what I don't understand. I don't care.
You know damn well they be hating on. They be hating on
They don't give you
rookie quarterback.
You got to improve it.
It's like I don't care.
They just want 2 years out of you to be.
You good if you get an 81 or 82. You're good as shit.
What is he in Madden
legit.
25?
Oh, rookie mistakes.
Is he in 82 in Madden 25?
Yeah, he is. These are the real ratings on the game too. In
that
25.
is actually too dumb. Like I
know. I agree.
He should be in 90 at least. Like honestly, I don't care that
90 after the season over.
I mean, he'll be like if he has another year.
That's a Texans linebacker.
Yeah, it's only so many players. You got to have, you have a certain amount of players.
Yeah.
All right.
This nigga Earl kept the injury on
right now.
You said what?
I said this nigga Earl kept the injury on.
I'm gonna sabotage in the bet.
Sabotage.
Well, shit, they just do a pick though.
Hey, man. Have any of y'all gentlemen been following the PC drama that's been taking place?
I've seen a bit of it, but like, where is it right now? I don't understand where it's at right now. Like, there's been too much. I saw the dub stuff, but like,
I mean, the only reason why I'm in tune is because our Discord like pretty much tells us what's going on. When
Who's beefing now, Riddell?
Ox and Low went on Ox's stream because of he had some Ox was trying to call Low out for hypocrisy apparently.
Oh, I saw
and
well.
Ticket actually showed up in that stream because Low and Ticket were beefing. And it got pretty nasty. I'm not gonna lie.
Honestly, what I think it is.
But who got nasty? What happened?
Here's my take.
Ticket and Low.
No, it wasn't even Ticket and Low got nasty. But Ox was
don't like Ticket. Oh shit.
No. This
is being pretty nasty too. Ambiance.
This is my take. I like everybody PC, but I honestly truly
early
because I watched a good like 2.5 hours. So that was just playing in the background. That was like some of the most unintelligent conversations I've ever heard.
Yeah, Lonnie. Like,
what the hell are we talking about?
Lonnie, we are
petty as shit.
I'm not gonna say any names. I'm not gonna say anything specific, so no one gets offended.
I'll say it.
But Mike, you didn't see.
We're
the
not trying to enter into the beef.
I did see. First of all,
I'm just saying, like some of the dumbest phrase, like some of the dumbest sentences I've heard all year came from that stream. Like it's some of the most. I hate when unintelligent people talk about things like they know about that they have no idea
and they have no clue. Yeah, it's annoying.
I watched
no clue, but they're talking about it like they know it, like their opinions are fact.
We are not slandering players' choice.
I'm not slandering.
I'm not slandering players' choice.
I don't know, Michael. It sounded like you're about to say something crazy about.
No, I wasn't going to say anything.
No, I'm not going to say anything crazy about players' choice.
I genuinely like players' choice. I watch players' choice.
Get them.
But
the main statement I got from that stream was
get them.
There are some people like, hey, your opinion is your opinion, but your opinion is not a fact. You can say 2 + 2 is 37, and that's your opinion, but guess what? You're just a dumbass. So that's what I got from.
Look, I don't have any hate for any.
Lonnie be kirking, bro.
I'm telling you.
Look, I don't know.
I will say this though. Jalen went on there, and Jalen, we can say this to you. I can say this to you. What you set up there was so dumb, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
It was
Are you talking about
this shit?
The bad thing?
No. That's not what I'm talking about. Nope. I'm just talking about he went on Ox's stream to kind of provide some nuance, so to speak. And
He
the
didn't
point
provide
he was
shit.
making, I just thought it was very dumb.
Y'all talking about Jalen Carter?
That's my dog. He's trying to get back on PC bad, man.
Dude,
He is our dog, but like,
Ticket is a legitimate cancer, man. Like Ticket makes everybody around him toxic. Like you want to know why Ox is like, going crazy now because he's been around Ticket for 3 years. I like PC. I like everything.
But what was Ox?
And I don't have anything against
was
Ticket.
Ox because Ox and Low are cool.
Ticket
Was
is
it a
the
real
problem,
beef
dude.
or was it a playful beef?
so basically,
So annoying,
to
bro.
kind of get some somewhat
Get it in the red zone.
somewhat of context about what was going on. So
Why are these guys open for real? Come on.
Ticket brought on Damo. Ox brought on Damo and Ticket to quote unquote squash their beef because Damo was saying stuff.
Yeah, Ticket. Damo don't fuck with Ticket.
Ticket was saying some stuff about his daughter and all that. Yeah, it was getting pretty bad.
Going too far, like Ticket always does.
So
when you gotta bring in another nigga to squash the beef, that's when it's getting sick.
Get that blitz.
We gotta get a middleman. God damn.
So
Bears.
So
damn.
they the NFC had it first. So Damo and Ticket were on, and they're supposed to squash their beef. But in that stream, Ticket kept on mentioning other people, and he mentioned Low and said that Low, if you're not going to talk back to KD because KD was on his Twitter Spaces, he said if you're not going to talk back to him, then don't talk to me, you fat MF. Blah, blah,
Low said who?
That's what Ticket said. That's what Ticket said about Low while he was talking to Damo.
Takes it too personal every time.
Low responded via video calling out Ticket, talking about all the.
Can we speed past his halftime report shit?
Yeah, the Dominican Republic, all that.
So he started exposing Ticket, and then
Damo did it too.
and then so apparently Ox got brought up into it, and then Ox wanted to call out Low for hypocrisy for some reason. So
what was the hypocrisy for?
It wasn't a good reason. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it as that. There was not a good reason.
People need to Google what hypocrisy means.
Like Ticket is just a boy, and like Ticket acts like he was a top 5 center of all time. Like every time you can't have a legitimate.
Well, hold on. Let me wrap it up. So, Ox has a stream. Low shows up to the stream, trying to figure out what is going on, and then Ticket shows up in the stream, and Low and Ticket are going at it, and Ox was there. So,
Ox is the Bob Piper. Like he's a maestro. He just like to put stuff together.
Facts. He just likes to watch it burn, man.
Chaos, and literally get the views off of it. Something he did with Jalen.
Damn.
Yeah, that was insane.
That's that Skip Bayless shit.
Do that. That was crazy for him.
Because I seen it hit my timeline of Riddell for PC. For open field. I seen it was like Ticket versus Damo on. I was like, but I don't watch none of that stuff no more. So I wasn't watching the auction.
Yeah, the slow and Ticket thing, it was worse. Like Ticket got belligerent at one point. I think he threatened to sue Low with send him a cease and desist and sue him. He's like, I'm gonna sue you, Low.
About what? What is
because he thinks that Low is
harassing him
using defamation on his name due to all the allegations. What
was some allegations that Low was saying?
That the channel that records those girls, like the weird pervert shit that it is at public places or in restaurants and private places, even though it says Ticket TV, he allegedly sold it to somebody that we don't know who it is.
Oh, wow.
But the thing is, he does work on that channel, and he does do commentary for those videos, but it's not him recording the videos. Apparently, whoever bought Ticket TV, while it's still named Ticket TV, just records it while Ticket TV commentates over the videos.
No. What was that? What was that? Offsides?
Yeah, that was definitely
dude. When it's so complicated, that just makes me feel like he's
hold on, Michael. Hold on. Early. If you have a thing called Early TV, and I buy Early TV off of you,
change the name, boy.
I keep the name, and then I record videos, and you just do voiceovers over the videos. Does that make sense?
That means we still work together. That's what it sounds like. Like I got a piece of it.
And it's still my name. I'm still on the videos. I just didn't record the girls like a creep. I just recorded them while some other creep did it. That's what I got from it. Another creep records girls, and I commentate on the videos.
But
if
we don't work together and I sell you something, you gotta take my name off that.
Wait, but early. Either way, like when it comes to my decision as a man, I would never be like in a business partnership with somebody that would do something like that. So that's why I don't even care about it.
Michael, you're missing the point. It doesn't make sense.
I know.
Come on now. Call Ticket
Lonnie,
TV.
I agree.
It's called Ticket TV, and there's this mystery person that's not him that records the girl.
It's obviously a lie.
But it's only his voice in the videos.
Yeah, it's obviously a lie. But
that makes sense. That makes sense.
Excuse. There's no excuse. Like you shouldn't be affiliated with somebody, even if it's not a lie. You shouldn't be affiliated with somebody. None of us here would be affiliated with somebody like that. If you're gonna sell something that'd be your like ownership,
go get that.
You would. Hey, why that sounds so suspect, yo?
No, I'm sorry. If I see, I don't care if you're 6'8", 6'10", whatever. If you're recording my girl at a restaurant like some weirdo,
no, he's a weirdo for that.
No, look, we're gonna have problems immediately.
I want to put it out there.
Basically called this stuff out.
Hold on, yeah. So what distinguishing two things. Open field is not part of the drama. Don't put us in any of this drama. We're not part of it. We're just talking about what we've seen.
Yeah.
And the second thing, the next part is, Lowe was calling it out, and that's what they were talking about. Because Ticket obviously was pissed, so he went on the platform. Lowe was on the platform. And they it was just pretty nasty.
So many hoes. Oh, okay.
Also in the beginning, a lot of people were trying to determine whether or not Ox's claim of hypocrisy actually made sense. So that's how it started. But hey man, W views, man.
Yeah, W views. Yeah, like watching a train wreck over and over again.
Hey man, it's like,
any publicity is good.
It's like MTV, man. It's the same principle. The only reason why I cared about it is because I somewhat know the people involved. So it's like I kind of want to be aware of what's going on.
I just don't like the front of it. Just call it what it is. It's drama that you're feeding, and you're not trying to settle people's problems. You're not trying to be
I'm saying. You are like Jerry Springer, bro.
You're doing clickbait shit. Like, let's be for real.
Talking about settling the beef and then making.
My man said Jerry Springer.
Even when he did the Jalen stuff, Ox had more views than he ever had, and he made a lot of money off of Jalen. People was paying super chats and stuff, and then when I called it out, he got upset. What you mean? I'm like, nigga, you're literally using this nigga, charading him around, bro, to get you money, bro.
I don't fault you for it, but just own up to it. Like, game is game. Game is game.
I didn't want it.
This ain't no court debate.
This nigga
settling beef type
strong.
Shit. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, I'm with it.
Yeah, bro.
Also, Team AFC. Team AFC.
Come on, Riddell. No one believed in us.
Facts. They thought they were about to just come out of here and just
win
whoop
like that,
the AFC.
No, I was Team AFC too.
Oh, really?
Really?
It was getting scary though. It was getting scary. I was scary off
that first drive, and then we got it together. It was all good.
That first drive was a little scary.
They've been kicking ass, man, through that pick. Damn it, Caleb.
Bro, because that
this only
those elite corners, man.
He got to score on this drive. We ain't getting no stops neither. He got to score on this drive.
I'm the orator, bro. Don't even trip.
He got to score on this drive. Damn, in the NFC, what happened? Y'all had a good thing going through that damn pick.
Yeah, in the last bit, the reason why I called out Jalen for having a dumb point, because he went on there and he tried to make a claim that people were having selective outrage because people are criticizing what Ticket was doing versus what something a joke that Damo made about a girl. He made you could argue distasteful joke, but it was definitely a joke where he saw a girl that looked emo on Omegle, and then he was like, "Show me your arms," and that was the joke.
Oh Lord.
Yeah,
it's like out of
there's a lot of bad jokes going on over there.
It's like
that is dark humor to its finest for sure.
Show me your arms isn't funny. You could have said something a little better than that.
Yeah, but out of context.
Oh, that was low hanging fruit for sure. Low hanging fruit.
When it's just like It's the same stuff with like Metro Boomin. Like,
come on, Caleb. Come on, Caleb.
Last tweets.
Come on, Caleb.
It's like he was 13.
Don't run the ball. Oh, play action.
Oh, that's
Daddy! Come on, score quick.
Caleb always running out the pocket to throw the ball.
Hey, that nigga,
how are they getting open?
CD has been having sent. I ain't gonna lie to you. He been cooking. CD
is he in the slot?
Yeah, he stay open like a 7-Eleven. No, Kuka is.
Oh, damn.
Really?
But yeah, Jalen was saying something about selective outrage, and I was like, bro.
I mean, we kind of all know why he's saying that.
Yeah, because the outrage Jalen got. That's exactly like it's not selective outrage. When something's bad, it's worse than the other thing. Then of course you're gonna be more outraged for that thing versus the other thing.
Especially when it comes to like men being creepy. Like men should all be held accountable for like being creepy and doing weird stuff.
For sure.
Like as a man, like like the alpha stuff, like the Andrew Tates of the world that sit there and try to say like manipulating women is like a manly thing to do. That's the farthest thing from the truth. If you're a real man, like you'd want to have a relationship, like a good relationship.
I actually think Andrew Tate he ain't as bad as those fresh and fit dudes. Those dudes are just
Brandon,
they're complete.
Yeah,
they are complete losers.
I think ain't fresh and fit.
Fresh and fit are terrible.
Yeah,
but Andrew Tate is like the worst of the worst.
I mean, dude,
some of the things that he's done is terrible.
Yeah, like it's technically alleged, but it's not.
People act like Kevin Samuels bad.
Kevin got on the guys too, though.
Kevin wasn't a weird guy, though.
Kevin got on the guys too.
Because you're a dick doesn't matter. Wait,
I've seen Kevin Samuels comments his content, bro. He got on the guys too. Let's not act like he was just a womanizer.
That's facts. That's facts. Like
I do when the media.
I didn't agree with everything he did. But some of the stuff I got.
Obviously, Kevin Samuels made money, but that wasn't his primary goal.
Yeah, piss him off.
Help people. Just because he was being a dick and pissing them off and trying to like make them see the reality doesn't mean that he actually was like Andrew Tate feeding people lies and acting like it's truth and advice. And also the other point with Kevin Samuels is like genuinely Kevin Samuels was objectively mean to both sides. He wasn't just mean to women.
Yeah,
he
for
was
sure.
in fact meaner to men.
Society is so used to like you can down men and put men down and it's cool. Like when we get bashed on, it's funny. But when
they love it.
When you be truthful
women,
with a woman,
terrible.
it's like that's so awful.
Yeah. And it goes to say that like, you know, if it's not like the same thing with the lady who making Star Wars.
Oh, that
who making Star Wars, man. She you know, she made some comment. Well, not Star Wars, but the show, the new show that just came out.
Mandalorian.
Lonnie's favorite show, Acolyte.
No, not Mandalorian.
Oh my god.
No,
I heard Acolyte was pretty good. I might watch it.
Acolyte is what.
Yeah,
Acolyte.
Acolyte. And she said that people
don't classify that as a show.
You real fans of Star Wars, you know, you're gonna stay in the past because this is the future now, because you know they're making everything. She said that everything moving forward will be about women and so on and so forth. So, you know,
I think it should just be even. I'm not mad at women, getting more roles and stuff because they have been disenfranchised in the past, but it still should be even. You shouldn't be giving.
My only thing is don't force it.
Opportunities in the other. Yeah, don't force it.
But don't force it. Like let it come naturally. Don't sit there and force it.
If you force it, it harms women.
You can tell it's disingenuous, man. It's not being sincere. Like, don't sit there and force it. Just go, oh, I'm trying to appease to the demographic. Don't do that stuff, man. Just sit there and...
I'm with you because there's been really great female-led
for sure
movies and cast. Like, for example, I personally like the Underworld series. So the main character in the Underworld is
classic. Sigourney Weaver in Alien, bro. Like,
Alien,
that worked.
That
great. Fit. That fit. That was a great role. Kill Bill. Come on now. When you're forcing it and it's clearly not working, like it's like, come on, bro. Stop that.
Exactly. I'm with that. Speaking of girl power, Caitlin Clark is hurt, isn't she? She's hurt, right?
She's pretty good. She's figured it out. She's good.
Haters are silent. Haters are silenced now, bro. It's
haters.
She's damn good. I gotta give it to you. She's
honestly, bro.
See, her pass wasn't that good at the beginning of the season, but she might be one of the best passers in the league. Though I didn't know she had that passing game, and I ain't gonna lie.
As much as I don't,
I tried telling you early. Also, let's just keep in mind that
she should definitely run point.
She went from the number one pick in the WNBA to potentially top 5 seed in the WNBA.
He going crazy. Who is that? Brees Hall?
Man,
the linebackers are ass, man. They're
Come
ass.
Bro,
Oh, you're blaming the linebackers.
Oh,
Why
look
don't
at
you
him,
name
look
your
at him.
point?
Man. And we're not
Caleb
getting no
Williams.
pressure. Jalen Carter, Aiden Hutchinson, and Michael Parsons. What? Get some goddamn
But,
pressure.
to your
How
point
about
about
Caleb
Caitlin
Williams
Clark,
walk in and stop throwing
Oh.
interceptions? How about that?
yeah, but to your point about Caitlin Carcadell, I think like
That's
I used to.
We
like,
running
get
quarterback
mad.
runs. Oh,
Uh-oh, flag.
face mask.
bro,
Big
that's what I hate
man.
about momentum on Madden.
Big
I
man.
should have never. I
Yeah.
should have did home in Houston. I only gave them home because
Hey.
CJ Stroud gets. I gave him the benefit of the doubt, but that's some bullshit.
No, I used to get mad though, like at the girls who used to like talk at Caitlin Clark and then like be hella dirty. But honestly, I feel like it's helped
She's
her
been through a
because
lot
now
this
she's
season.
just on another level, dude. Like the fact that she got like treated like that and defended so hard, like now that she's figured it out, it's like now all these girls are scared. I feel like shit,
No,
like,
I
this is
saw-
quicker than we thought it would be.
I saw something pretty.
I think the
nasty.
opposite.
Whoa, what you saying?
What you mean by that?
Opposite.
Yeah.
If you really think about it, bro, like
Here you go.
women gonna stick together over anything, bro.
No, but they're not sticking together. They've
Come on
been
with the damn
shitting on her from the
connection.
jump. Dude, women are very judgmental, especially in sports, bro. Like, they're competitive, too. Let's not act like
These
they're
niggas
not.
really ran the same place
No.
twice.
But what I mean is when it comes to
Cooking.
like all women environment, yes, they are very judgmental and all that. But when it comes to judging men, or when it comes to judging outside of that, they stick together.
We're talking
I
about
mean-
the WNBA, my guy.
I mean, I do feel like a lot of the stars, like now, especially the ones that were talking bad on her, respect her. Like, I've seen different clips of like them respecting her more because they realize
you have to
not,
respect
like,
her when
her.
you're that good. When you are that good, you force
I don't
them.
know. Yeah, but I felt like that, like those girls or those
This
women,
game's over, fellas.
excuse me, like thought that she was like a diva,
shut up,
like, mean
Ryan.
or something. Like the
This
way that they
game's
were
over.
talking to her, it's like they didn't respect her as a person. And
These
like,
niggas, he getting
now
fucking
when I look at it,
offsides, man.
but
Uh-oh.
They gonna score here.
Uh-oh.
I still
You
respect
gotta
the
stop him here,
mentality
man.
of the vets to be mean.
QB
and be
sneak.
like,
Come
QB
on,
sneak.
stop him
yeah,
here,
you're gonna
baby.
have to earn it. Like that's how it is.
Yeah, dumbass pitch. Dumbass pitch. We ain't going for that. They ain't fun.
That never works.
Baby,
That never
baby,
works.
Malu.
Bro,
gotta
can we
score,
talk
though. They
about
ain't have time
though
to
how
clock. If they score
no
here,
hate towards
they got to score.
no hate towards Angel Reese, but like she needs to work on that inside shot, man. It's like she rebounds
Come
well.
on,
but it's like,
guys. Tighten up. Tighten up.
Six putback attempts in a row, and then
Easy.
Like the Red Seas. Like the Red Seas. Hey, man, this is garbage, man. This
Bro,
is garbage.
early, come on now. You would have
Now if
owed
they
me
were
money.
now if
bro.
the NFC was winning, you'd be all going crazy.
Yeah, you'd be like, you
Bullshit,
guys don't know
man.
shit. You guys don't know anything. That's what you'd be saying right
Hey
now.
man, early again on the wrong side.
On the wrong side of history, bro. Sorry. I had to finish that
Damn
one.
it, man.
Did Brock Purdy
Caleb
was the
was
first
a
one?
rookie, man. It was
I
Caleb,
wish
man.
y'all
Started like a
were
rookie,
good.
man.
Maybe
when
if
the
you
Niners
were,
lost.
We should have did
maybe
Jordan Love. We should have did Jordan Love.
Bro, the way that Early was talking about Brock
maybe
Purdy,
if it was
it
Madden 25, he would be
genuinely,
updated better.
be like it genuinely
Oh,
pissed me
nasty.
There
off.
you go. They're the same ratings, Vardell. Don't do that.
Hey man,
No,
the
there's,
same rating.
I mean,
Brock
Caleb
Purdy-
was dotting up, but he started like a rookie after a while.
Oh, Early said that Brock Purdy was top 5, but after
I think he's
after
top.
the
Do you
first
think he's at least top 10 now?
No, I think he's
Oh.
top 12. I think he's top 12 confirmed.
He said no.
Put him 2 slots down. No, top 12.
But
Slots down.
I'll give you the argument that he's not like
Yeah,
he's
petty
definitely
motherfucker,
better
man.
than top. He's definitely top 12. But
no, he's top 15.
Oh boy. Here we
you
go.
think so you
Oh,
think
my God.
Baker or Purdy, Riddell?
Purdy. Come on now. That's not even close.
But they're in the same tier. I'm not gonna lie.
No,
Baker's
no.
top 15, no?
They are.
If Baker's on the 49ers, man, they are not getting as successful as they are. That did make
Well,
me
I
screw
I
it up.
think they would be.
He
I think
was
I
screwing
I
up.
think they
He
would
was
be.
screwing up.
He was on the Buccaneers and they made the
I think if they had Baker,
Man, that's a fluky season. I don't trust Baker.
they wouldn't have the stats, but they'd have they.
I would be.
still
I don't trust
number
Baker
one in
either,
the
honestly.
division.
If we're being honest.
It might be because I think the Buccaneers are going to fall off the cliff.
Dude, Baker has some of the most.
Who got a damn
out-of-pocket
X Factor
numbers
on?
after
Oh,
it's
now
actually
niggas got X
insane.
Factors. That's some bullshit.
That
man.
video of Baker.
Is that Kyle
Baker
Hamilton or Trent?
Tackled
I
by
think it's Kyle
policemen,
Hamilton.
Crazy.
The best
It's
safety
actually-
in the league? Kyle Hamilton? It's him?
Bro, yeah, Kyle Hamilton's a demon, bro.
Hey man, shout out to
Demon.
88 overall in this game too, I think.
He should be higher than that. That's
Be like a
disrespectful.
91, 90, not 90.
Yeah,
like McDuffie
I'd say
should be
91.
Is McDuffie like a 91? McDuffie should be like
He's at
91.
88.
He should be a 91.
Oh my goodness. How is he that?
I don't
old?
understand.
CeeDee Lamb sucks. He sucks.
Oh, he dropped it.
He sucks. How you
Bro,
drop that
momentum?
fast, man?
Bro, the momentum
Caleb
is
doing
crazy.
Caleb things.
Bro, have you guys ever played like quarterback my career in Madden? The momentum gets on all the way to the other team's
These
side.
niggas
You
can't.
literally
All right, it ain't
can't
Caleb's
complete a
fault.
wide
Can't nobody
open
catch the
pass.
ball.
It's so
Dude,
annoying.
it's so hard, bro.
It's
The routes
so
get all fuzzy. The routes get all fuzzy, so you don't know what
Oh
route.
yeah. Oh my God. No,
Dude,
the
I-
worst
Oh my
one.
God, dude.
The worst one, Brandon, is when you don't know your play call.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
for
Dude,
sure.
yeah.
And when
just
you
have to run
when
it.
you try to motion the receiver over, they don't do
And
it.
he don't
and,
know
like,
what
you
he's
try to-
supposed to do. You ever had it
Yeah,
happen
yeah,
when
he-
your
he
receiver don't
goes,
know his
"Oh."
route?
Yeah.
And you think he's
I
supposed to
don't
be
know.
somewhere he's not?
Yeah,
then he-
yeah. That's
Yeah, I'll be
it's-
honest. I
What
stopped
is this?
playing.
4th down? 4th and 7? Come on, Caleb. Come on, Caleb.
Who was
Justin
that?
Jefferson, baby.
Damn.
You should've
Dunking
been
on
throwing it
people.
to
Is
more.
this Brady vibes?
I forgot
right now?
Justin Jefferson was on the team.
Doing. Let's go.
He was strapping him so bad you forgot Justin Jefferson was playing.
I know,
God,
right?
dude.
You were getting strapped.
No, not the buffer.
But we
dog.
getting locked up.
Damn, Buffer.
Yo.
She was getting good.
We
Unbuffed.
still got that W though.
And me is getting good. We losing like
Come on, Caleb. Shit.
2 minutes and 30 seconds left.
Pick.
Pick.
Oh,
Pick.
Oh, that was a flat. Wait, what happened?
What the
We got a
hell?
first down?
L Twitch.
L Twitch. That was definitely a first down in the flat. Yeah.
Stop hating, Twitch.
Come on, we got to
2
score
minutes.
we got to score before halftime. Go before halftime. I mean, score before 2-minute warning.
What a god. Dude, is this Brady vibes?
that's supposed to.
And we gotta stop. And Caleb hey, if this shit going to overtime, this gonna be live. I'm gonna lie to you. We need one stop.
No, I need this to wrap up. I don't care who wins. I need this to wrap up. I want to go to bed.
Brady. They call him
I
Brady.
wanna go to
That's
bed.
Mahomes. Let me see it.
Oh yeah, it's late for you. 8:04 over here.
So it's
Nice.
fucking
Nice.
11 o'clock over here. This is insane. I gotta go to bed.
Wake up, go to the.
Where the fuck are
gym.
you at, Mike? You said it's 8:04.
I'm in Oregon, baby.
That nigga in China somewhere. Shit.
11:02.
Bullshit.
I'm on the West Coast.
Nigga said he
baby.
was in China. Hilarious.
Definitely not in China, but
Good. Man, that was a hell of a play by Caleb. Do we got timeouts? All our timeouts? Yeah. Come on, we got to stop these guys. Get a pick or something or a fumble or something. They're going to run the ball. And the way this running game been, it's going to be game over. They're going to get 2 first downs. It's going to be game over.
Yeah, if they give it to Breeze, man, that's gonna be it. Because this O-line is crazy nice.
Yeah, it's been annoying.
Creed been just making it look.
But
fucking
our
beautiful.
O-line is just as good.
What did we?
Our D-line is better. We ain't been getting no pressure.
Well,
Yeah,
we said
but our,
the interior,
our interior of the offensive line is
which what we said, Renaud.
You're right.
He's
Our
like-
interior is trash. Our interior is trash.
Come on, baby.
Creed Humphrey, man.
Best center in the league.
After watching the Cowboys the last 2 or 3 years, I've really gone and noticed how much defensive tackles and
Our
inside
interior is trash.
line
Our
really matters.
what's name is trash. Ledman. I don't know who picked him. I think Mike picked him. Hefe picked him. He's trash.
I remember we
Hefe
beat
kept
them.
naming buck players. Let's go with this guy and that guy.
I
Naming
remember
buck players.
the Cowboys beat
Oh,
the
that's
Saints
easy.
1 year.
Boy just read off
Switching
the Bucks
defensive
depth chart.
tackles.
2 first downs. That's all we need. 2 first downs.
This is all good. Brees
Buck players
cooking.
the whole time. This buck guy and that buck guy. Fucking Bucks players. Bucks got a good center, dog. I promise you. Bucks got a good kicker, dog. He likes that. Shut
You
up.
look him up here at 71.
Fucking team full of Buccaneers. God damn it. Pissing me off. This negative name
Jet.
of Buck players.
Oh,
Oh,
damn, we got
shit.
Bryant.
we
Dude,
need this
those-
first
that-
down. We need this
That
first
play
down.
is so
Come
bad.
on.
That play is so bad.
Stop.
That
Just bring
fake
the
jet
ball back.
sweep inside zone is
They're going to run the ball. They're going to run the ball most likely.
No, they're
Y'all
not. You
pass
gotta
it.
throw
Y'all
that.
leave it for the timeout. It's over with.
But you have one timeout.
Man, let me get on the sticks, bro. Shit, I'll get us first down.
Bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. If I was on the sticks, bro.
Stop that.
would be
Stop
like
that.
a-
Stop that.
Game over.
Oh,
Hey,
my God.
Brees.
That was the slowest run I've ever seen nobody get to him?
Early, admit Patrick Mahomes is the GOAT right now.
Say it. You say it. I want to hear you say it.
Say it early.
Say it.
Riddell, bro. Whenever
They kneeling?
That's the goal to show. When Riddell or when Early says that Patrick Mahomes is the GOAT, it's over. This show will be done. So technically, never.
This is trash, bro. This is trash. That was trash, bro. That was our moment, bro. Y'all couldn't get a goddamn stop on 36 with a run. And he was holding the ball the whole time. He wasn't even trying to get the first down.
Hate to say I told you so. But.
Is this the fourth quarter?
Yeah, it's game over with.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, we won.
Ball game.
Easy. Light work. Team NFC. Who? Come on.
Y'all gonna kneel the first down and then not run the ball or pass the ball. Y'all some assholes.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna get another first.
That's the stop we needed. Two fucking whatever, dog. Whatever.
Bro, we want to get a pick or something, take it back to the house.
No, we not. They gonna throw the ball.
How would if
anything?
They gonna kneel now. They're gonna kneel now like some dicks. But you ran the ball for what? You could have just kneeled 3 times.
That's what I was
Brees Hall. They tried to patch that with Brees Hall. Suckers.
I do that shit all the time on my season. I ain't gonna lie to you.
No, I never do that. If I did that, I would get like.
I should click in and make the Texans call timeout. Give it 20 seconds on the clock.
Dude, I just played.
No, we're not doing that. You can't interfere.
I just played my career on Madden.
Butterfly effect, buddy.
With a 5-11 quarterback.
That was fun, though.
I threw for 5,000 yards on Atlanta. That was fucking.
It's because they had Shane Steichen calling the plays. That's why.
Are they punting?
Yeah.
Oh, CD, what you got, CD? What you got, CD? If he run this bitch back, I swear to God. Come on, CD.
That's a great.
Why did they punt? They could run out the
They was trying to give us one last chance.
Early, I feel like you've been cold on the bets recently. There was like a time where you were on a hot streak.
No,
I
haven't lost a bet in a very long time.
When I first came to PC, I used to get like annoyed seeing your bets getting hit and like being like,
I haven't lost. The last bet I had that
was praying on your downfall. That's
crazy. That I made a lot of money off of.
No, it's not that.
No,
was it Minnesota? If Minnesota
played,
if Minnesota played the Nuggets, the Minnesota gonna win, and I won. I won like 4 racks on that bet.
Like
so many people just was going with the Nuggets.
Every single time
it's a good thing you weren't betting me because I'd be winning all my bets.
Yeah, I'm undefeated except Tegan got me. Tegan got me in the Super Bowl, and that's it. That's when I lost.
Well, because you got your bias got to you. That was just.
I won. Trent has never won to me. I spanked him so much. I just got $100 off him because I said that I told him that Brock Brown wasn't going top 10, and he had to pay me $100 today. I've been killing Trent. I probably got about $400 out of Trent.
He was very, very.
I spanked him in the Cowboys versus the 49ers. I spanked him in the Eagles versus the 49ers. I've been spanking Trent.
Yeah, Trent
thought the Cowboys would beat the 49ers.
A lot of bad draft pick bets. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, when y'all played at the beginning of the season, Trent had the Cowboys. He was rooting for the Cowboys.
That's actually
and they beat the dog shit out of them.
Dude, I literally knew that we were gonna.
We got a 3-hour show. This is crazy.
I like that. I saw what you did there. Because I agree. We are done. We just finished watching the Madden game. Team AFC
close this out as always. That's been another episode of Open Field. Y'all know where to come when y'all want y'all football. Thank for my guy Hefe, myself, Mo, the final boss, aka Lonnie, Riddell, B, and of course Michael Bonaldini, aka White Mike. As always, like I said before, when you want your football, you know where to get it. The football season will start soon. We will do a fantasy draft for the football season this weekend. If you want to come in, you come in. But at the end of the day, guys, we love y'all. Appreciate y'all. We will have super chats very soon. Appreciate y'all for getting us to 500 subscribers, loyally supporting us. We up like 15K on the views. We appreciate y'all. And as always, we out this month.